Peace and blessings, family, and welcome to another Sunday Sit with Sisters edition here. How you doing, Sister Khadijah?
I'm good with it. Facebook land. I'm great. I'm great. How you feeling, baby?
I feel great. Another week is starting. I don't know if Sunday is always the beginning of the week or the ending of the week, but either way, we here making it
Mm,
happen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
that's
stuff to
all we
talk
can
about.
do.
I feel like I need to jump right in, as we
Let's get
always
into it.
do. A lot of things to really talk about. Let's kind of, so we live in California. So let's back up a little bit. So we live in California, and California is, do you know the story of how we came to California, why we moved to California? Let's start right there. Because I think this rapper's on to something, but this is my personal opinion. So what do you think, Sissy?
Hmm.
Do you know the history of why we, our
Absolutely. I
family?
know why we came to California. We was our family specifically, or
Yeah.
black people in general.
No, our family. I always start off with self.
For a better life. For a better life.
Okay.
That's what we
So,
came to California for.
right. So there's a rapper named Richie Rich. I'm be honest with you, I don't know who he really is. I
I
don't really
think
keep
he's
up with
out
a lot
the
of hip
bay.
hop.
I think.
Okay. Only Richie Rich I know is the Richie Rich from the cartoons watching growing up. He was so rich. He was just super dumb rich. You remember Richie Rich? So that's the only one I
Hell
know.
yeah.
However, brother, I think he's on to something. He's basically telling black people a couple of messages. One is that we need to get the hell out of California because they really don't want us here because it's very expensive. And two, the black lawmakers are basically selling black people, like selling our spots and don't really give a damn about us. And so we're gonna talk about
Hmm.
this for a couple of minutes. And if any of y'all out there, you can also chime in as well. I'm trying to pull up the thing, Khadijah. I have so many things open, and I thought I had him open. There we
Hmm.
go. So we get to see this brother. Let me pull him up real quick. So just so one of the things I kind of talk about a lot is I really do understand that black folks, descendant of enslaved people, came to California trying to get away from the trauma of the South. So it's like these migration patterns. Like you could come from, if you came from the South, usually you went to Louisiana, Texas, and then Oklahoma, and then you basically ended up in Southern California or even in the Bay Area. So they were coming here for better jobs, better treatments, getting away from the horrors and the traumatic experience that Black folks had in the South at that time. But now
Hmm.
it looks like, and so this article is a really good article on give me my glasses at so I can get that top word. TMZ, and it's about hip hop, so it's TMZ. I'm sorry to say that. And Richie Rich says, F California, they're pimping this place out to newcomers. So here we go again with the whole migrant thing, family. So we know we're not talking about black migrants because they didn't let the Haitians in here. Okay. So we know they got to be
They ain't let him
talking
see
about
her.
other
Nope.
groups. And then he's basically telling black folks to get up out of here. And I feel like there may be something to this. I don't think he's just some hip hop artist talking. I know this is not no East Coast West Coast feud, or it ain't like laughing at Cardi B shitting her pants while she on stage or ripping her pants. Like all the distractions they want us to tune into with hip hop. That's why it feels like shit hop. But this dude is really saying something that we really should be looking at right now. I don't know. I don't know how others are feeling or thinking about it, but I do think the answer is because one of the things you'll hear black people jump in and start doing and say stuff like, well, we can't blame the migrants. Y'all miss me with all that. We always want to befriend people who we should not be befriending. I always say, look at the history of how they teach black people that look like you in their country. But for some reason, we don't want to do that. We have people here from Ukraine, from you name it, that we are going to war with, and they over here living in our country better than the people who fought to defend the country, who built the country, who, in California, it's so expensive in California. And this was supposed, y'all, we can't go nowhere else. Only thing left next to California is the Pacific Ocean. And we're not those people in the Black Panther that can live underwater. That ain't us. So I don't know what the answer is, but I do think he's on to something. I think black folks need to be discussing this issue because this is real. I don't know what you think, sis.
I definitely think it's real, and I think he also talked about the benefits that people get here that are newcomers to the country. Um, and they get a lot of benefits that black people and people we don't even get. So yeah, California doesn't want us here. They want you to pay a lot for a very little. And I mean, it's the prices are astronomical. It's ridiculous. So yeah, they know that certain communities do not have the means to live in California, so they're pushing you out. And like you said, it's the next thing is the Pacific Ocean, and so that's why people are going back down south, or or heading up to Arizona. They're just getting out of California. They're leaving here. But yeah, I definitely agree with him. I definitely agree with him
Yeah, I think he on to something.
and
I
everything he
really
said.
do. Yeah, I
Hmm.
really think he's on to something. And I just want to say this. I
And
don't even
and
know this.
maybe people. And
Sorry.
maybe people will listen because he is a rapper. Because for some reason they become the new people that everybody listen to, even if it's bullshit. But so luckily he's saying something that's worthwhile and beneficial for our people. Peace, Tasha. Welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in. But I definitely, hopefully they will listen to him or take it in because it's coming from him. You know. And we have a lot of distractions. I know you named Cardi B, this whole Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion beef and all that. Everything is a distraction to get us caught up in something that does absolutely nothing for us as a community or as a people. It is just, it's just all deflective things to get us talking about something that's not meaningful and don't mean shit. And meanwhile, we have wars in countries and other countries that involve black people. We only know about Ukraine and we know about Gaza, but there are people that look like us that have been at war for how many years? We're gonna get to that later, but over 20 something years, I
Ooh,
believe it is. So yeah, we're all distracted by other shit when we're really, we're about the homeless rate is gonna increase even more in California. Because there's,
yeah,
people can't afford to. I know somebody right now that's a single mother and she makes a pretty good amount of money. You know what I mean? She can't even find a two-bedroom for her and her son for $2,000 a month. That's crazy. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. I think it's
Peace,
real, and
sister.
I
Hi,
feel
sister
like
Belazar.
yeah, and I also
Thank you for
think
tuning
Khadijah,
in.
before we jump into this Congo, since you brought it up, because it go by pretty quick. I also think Khadijah that the
Monica,
answer
before
is
you
not
go on,
politics.
hold on. Before you go on, Sister Belazar said, "What did we talk about?" She just tuned in, so talk about this. You don't have to
Oh,
say it all, but we're
we,
talking about Sister Belazar moving out of California because the price is too high. And how people can't afford to live here and how homelessness is going to go up, particularly in the black community, because we are the ones that don't have any, um, uh, we're the least people, I believe, that own homes.
yeah, we are. And the other thing is too, Khadijah, some of us, before we show the Congo, I'm gonna stop
Hmm.
sharing that real quick. I want us to talk about this just for a little
Hmm.
bit. See,
Hmm.
the other part is that we haven't discussed is that black people who are descendant of enslaved people. So I gotta separate us out because all of my African friends, when they get here, they bring their whole peoples over here. So they're not in that group. But for those who are descendant of enslaved people, y'all know we ran about the South, and most of us could not take our families. So everywhere we went, we kept trying to build family. That's one thing. The second
Hmm.
thing is then we
Hmm.
had all these horrible things happen to us, redlining, eminent domain, and we leave that out. A lot of things
Hmm.
happened. Even we built over 60 black towns out of slavery. 60. And by the Red Summer of 1919 and then 1920 and then 1921, they burnt all of those places to the ground and took people's land and property.
Hmm.
So here we are, descendants of enslaved people, running yet again. So then we ran up north,
Hmm.
and then we got up north and ended up in a lot of ghettos and slums and people not wanting to give us
Hmm.
equity. We could buy a home. See, this is why y'all got to know your history because you didn't just land this way because somebody smoked crack back in '88. This was way before that. So then we
Wow.
left north and went to some of us left the south and went to Chicago. Same setup as the Eastern Seaboard. And then some of us went out to California and seen the beautiful sunshine and went out there. That's how we all got out here. I'm talking about those descendants. But every time we moved, we couldn't really
Hmm.
take all of our family who supported us. That's why we're not like immigrants. Like our stories are nowhere near the same. And so we got to
Tanya
talk
says,
about it.
"Man, I'm a single parent." Tanya says, "Man, I'm a single parent and make a decent wage, and I can't afford anything." It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Go ahead, Londa. I was just trying to get those comments in.
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no.
it's.
I put it up there. Go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
Khadijah.
The Belazar said, "The Hey Ladies, that is crazy." I read that already. I Hey Ladies, that is crazy. 2,000 for a two-bedroom. No, I'm saying she can pay up to 2,000. The two bedrooms are like 2,500, 2,650. She can, yeah, she can't even find a two-bedroom for 2,000 a month in a neighborhood where she can feel safe raising her son. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's no, they're not 2,000.
It's
They're
it's
above
really
2,000.
crazy. Right. So it's really, really crazy. Like really is really crazy. So I feel like we got to discuss this. And again, and I'm just saying this, this is not even a real political issue. I'm gonna be honest with you. See, my thing is when I talked about those 60 black towns, those people didn't go to the government and say, help us build 60 towns. They built it because they
They
felt
went and
like
did it.
this is something that they needed and they felt connected. I don't know if black people feel connected to each other like that. I don't know how many of us is willing to make the sacrifice to help other families, knowing that we have extra space and property. Because some of us have turned into the very
Very true.
capitalists that we like to complain about. Just saying.
Real talk.
I don't
And
know,
that
because right now
takes
we're in this
me.
whole political thing. Go ahead, Sissy.
And I know you're gonna go on to Chicago, but that takes me into when you said, I don't know if we see black people see each other as together because we had found the clip from the 60s and these black I mean it might have been 60s, but these black people were in the Los Angeles area and they were, well to do, snooty, Jack and
That
Jill
up.
Club type black people who were educated and they were like, we don't want them black people coming here from down south. They're not on that, like basically saying we if you don't have a college education, you don't look a certain kind of way, then they're too country to come to California. Now, they have migrated out here a few years before them, probably, you know. But they were
Mhm.
saying how they didn't want them in the neighborhood because they were from the South and they were country. They wasn't really on their level. Their language wasn't going well. They talk like they didn't say Ebonics, but that's basically what the hell they said, was Ebonics. And so now I think today, no, we do have black people that own homes on lands. And instead of putting another home on the land for somebody else and everybody pay the mortgage off, you know, they don't do that, and I don't know why that is, but this could be part of why some people, because some black people they think they're too elite to live around certain black people. I know somebody close to me who used to live in a certain area, and she's in a very nice part of El Grove, and she acts like it is the slums, and it's like, wait, hold on a minute. So this is black people discuss how they felt it was bad that low income black people from the South started moving to Los Angeles in the 1960s. So if y'all get a
So,
chance, please watch that video because it's going to trip y'all out. It's going to trip y'all out. I'm gonna read these comments, then you can go to you, sis. Sister
okay.
Belazar said that's the kind of money, that's the kind of money you need to own a home. Peace, brother Timothy. I hope you're feeling better. Tanya said we don't feel connected at all because many of us are in competition with each other. Exactly, in competition and don't want to be around each other. All our skin folk are not our kinfolk, y'all. And I know it's hard to digest, but you can go drop the link in the chat. I'll
I
send it
just
to you.
did. I just did.
Um,
That's what this link is
okay, so you
right
did.
here,
Okay,
family. You can go right to it.
okay.
And you have to listen to it. You have to
Yeah,
listen to
it's
it.
the
I'm showing the clip right here, but I really feel like we really gotta talk about this, family. And here's the thing, because what pisses me off with the upper class or highly educated, whatever we're gonna call them, they love to act like they represent those people.
mm-hmm,
Isn't
mm-hmm.
that isn't that
Peace,
something
Tina.
else? We love to do that. We love to do that. There's some comments in here. I dropped that in the chat. So I'm talking to you in the comments.
You're preaching to the choir. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Good evening. This is
Okay, well,
dear
yeah,
sister. And
I'm
there
on the
you
phone. I
go.
can't click the link. I'll send it to you, Tanya, in your messenger.
Okay. Thank
But
you. I just really
yeah,
feel
go ahead,
like,
Reds.
but I also feel, Khadijah, that's that thing of like why it's hard for us
Classism,
to
elitism. Which
yeah, but I think that's why it's so hard for us to get together. Like when I'm working in the schools and they're talking to like the Afghani parents or they're talking to the Latino, because Latinos are a big ass group. It ain't just like Mexicans, it's all kind of people, right? And then they get to African
mm-hmm,
Americans, because now they done separate the Africans who came over here out. Because they're over here as
mm-hmm,
immigrants. They're not over here as descendant of enslaved people who went through all those hardships that I talked about earlier, right? But then they get to us and then they wonder why it is really hard for us to link together because they don't know this thing that is here on the screen. Because
mm-hmm,
they see it as one
mm-hmm.
group, But we know inside of our world, we're a lot of different groups. We're a lot of variations of groups. You
Absolutely.
see what I'm saying? It's a comment on the thing.
Hmm. What is sad is that we know these people and they act like because you don't have the education that they have that you're not equal. Um, Peace, Tiffany. Yeah, Londa, you're absolutely right. I agree 100%. That's all I can say. I agree 100%.
Yeah. I just think
I
that
agree.
so we got this on one end, we got the
I got
very
you, Tiffany.
highly educated Negroes, and then on the other part we got women leaving a 2-year-old daughter to wander around the street while she in the house entertaining a man. That's
And
the
and,
other
and that's
side.
the piggyback on that. But highly educated doesn't equal wealthy. Because I know a lot of highly educated people that act bougie and they broke as hell. So that doesn't always mean that you
Mhm.
low income with a degree. You know what I mean? We in this, you know what I mean? So you're not, but I think they, I know a lot of people who are, undergrad, overgrad, around the grad, all the grads, and they low income, but they still act like they are above somebody who is, you know what I mean, making the same amount of money with them because they lack a degree. And to back up Sister Belazar, you're absolutely right because our mother was a domestic worker. So people that work for the state look down on her because she had to use her hands to make money to feed her children. And my mom worked 2 to 3 jobs. That's why she's not here anymore. But people will look down on her because they had an office job and she was a
Work for the
domestic
state.
worker. You know,
Yeah,
didn't
because
really,
they work for
so
the
yeah, we,
state.
we definitely get those. But those, yeah, but those that are the ones that I was like, well, hold on. But those are the ones that will act like they're better than because they got that education. Exactly. Exactly. And we get
And
that all the
here's
time.
my
What's
thing
up,
with
cuz? What's up,
education,
Dave?
and I'm not knocking nobody. First of all, I want to say
And I'm
shout out
saying
to
get it.
Sister
Yeah.
Tasha for getting that didn't she go at honors
A
roll or
Dean's list.
in college?
Ooh, she got
Dean's
Dean's list,
list.
girl.
Thank you, sister. So I want to
Congratulations,
say we
Tasha
we we
Winslow.
recognize
Dean's
that
list.
and we celebrate it.
Tasha also
Right.
don't
So I
she
want to
don't
definitely say
weaponize her
that.
education either. And I don't mean to cut you off. We
No.
don't Tasha doesn't weaponize her education. She's in the damn unions fighting for everybody to get something. You know what I mean? So she doesn't
Yep.
weaponize her
Yep.
education. So we're gonna support her utmost. But all you people that weaponize education, like get the hell out of here. Go ahead, Londa. I'm gonna read Tasha. I think you can go.
Yeah. No, no,
I
I
would
was gonna
ask
talk
is
about the
there
first recognize
separation.
that. Go ahead.
Okay. I would ask
Go ahead.
is there this separation between us and ask them what makes some believe that they're above because of the degree? What were their intentions with their degrees? Exactly. Tanya said it goes back to slavery. Field blacks were seen as less than versus the house blacks. Absolutely. And Tasha, you're very welcome. We're so proud of you. We've been knowing Tasha y'all forever. Okay,
Yes.
just so y'all
Yes.
know, we all grew up together. So.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. You reading the comments. Thank you, sis. So yeah,
Hmm.
I definitely always. I mean, I always celebrate when our kids get it right, but I also believe some of us do weaponize it in a way that they want to be on the side of the winner.
Mm.
Because even slavery couldn't exist if some of us did not go along with it because maybe they were in the house or
And
in the
some of us
attic.
didn't see the wrong in it. Gotcha.
Right. That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because even I've been around people who've been in plenty big positions, and they were so goddamn arrogant. The black, it's like their job was to especially shit on black. It's not like a black cop sometimes. Sometimes black cops are worse than white cops who are racist, because he wants to prove that he is really down with them. So he gonna especially shit on the black person. And my thing
And that's
is,
just like working in the office and they're making a black joke. The white people in the black guy that work in the office chuckles knowing that shit is offensive versus checking their ass. But because he wants to belong, he gonna allow that nigga joke. I got you, whore. Yeah,
right.
I got you.
So I feel like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I do agree with the whole thing of slavery. But I'm gonna tell you, when I meet black people like that, I don't consider none of that shit. I tries to chop their head off, and maybe they'll come back as a rose bush or some real good dirt or
Just
something. Maybe
fucking
they'll
Wanda.
fertilize the earth. I just no, I'm for real. I feel like, so I've been watching this film. I watched this film like about 10 times. This is no joke. And it's called 13 Hours, the Secret Soldiers of Bengali or whatever. Anyway, long story short, they're over in Iraq and they're fighting some people who basically everybody had robbed Saddam Hussein's, or no, that what's his name, the other one. Not Saddam Hussein. Maybe was it Saddam?
Gaddafi.
No, Gaddafi. Thank you. His arsenal.
Hmm.
And so while they were fighting to defend whatever they was defending, the U.S. secret soldiers, but in the street, so were the Libyans. they were fighting each other because some of them were very bad and some of them were trying to create something for their country. And I feel like when we talk about freedom or things that we need to do to get free, we keep trying to take people who we should not be thinking about with us to freedom.
I agree.
It's the easy thing to say we're
Because
all the same when that's not true.
I wouldn't have been trying to convince the house nigga to go. I would have got on. He could have stayed there and kept cleaning the sheets. I would have got the hell on. And I agree wholeheartedly. We can, yeah. Some people, Mr. Lewis, who's a rapper here in Sacramento, has a song called "Everybody Can't Go." Check it out, because everybody can't go, and everybody don't want to go. So why drag along dead weight? You can get further if you cut the dead weight off.
Yeah.
Just my
I
opinion.
just thought about that because I watch us, and this sometimes happens with very so-called conscious Negroes, or or tech people, or whatever you want to call them. There's this thing of, well, we all need each other. And I'm like, no, that's not true. That's not
Yeah.
true. When the crack era was big, was nobody saying we got to save the drug dealer. It was like we got to get rid of this motherfucker. Like y'all got to
Mm-hmm.
stop with the thinking all black people want to be abused and we're gonna take abuse off of other people, or we're gonna protect our predators or our murderers, or we gotta really stop with that because it's just not okay. It says something about who you are as a person when you want to protect the criminal. I'm never going to defund the police. I don't give a damn. Because when every day I read every 5.5 hours a black woman, a girl is murdered by someone who looks like her that's male, and then black folks sit up here and be quiet. That says something about our community, and that's why some people take their chances and live around a whole devil community. Because at least you know they're the devil. Black folks won't even see the
At least
devil
your
with
guard
inside
is up on
themselves.
constant.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I said, Alicia, because your guard is up constantly because you know what you're up against. But because the devil doesn't come into disguise, he comes looking like you. See, the people think
Yep.
he's coming into disguise. It ain't no funny outfit, ain't no devil horns. The devil looks exactly like you. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what we gotta look out for. Sister Belazar said, look at the fact that Harriet Tubman had when she went back to get her family and she had to pull guns on them because they were so conditioned. The problem is that we are conditioned. And we conditioned and comfortable. And I don't even know if it's
Yep.
conditioned because it's not a secret. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're they're
Yeah.
they're will some people
But
are
I
willing
understand it.
participants. Yeah, I get what she's saying, but at that point you become a willing participant
Yeah.
in
I
your
think you stop
enslavement.
being a
You
victim when
become a
you
willing
victimize
participant.
other people.
And when
Yeah,
you
I
know
think you
you and when
stop
you
being a
when you
victim.
can identify you're a victim, yeah. Hmm.
I'm sorry, sis. I don't know if I can cut you off. That's why I'm
I agree.
pausing like that.
No, because it's a delay. It's a delay. No worries. Oh, that's the ice
Okay.
maker. I ain't know what the. Okay, sorry,
Okay.
there's no noise. Yeah, I'm like, what is
So
that?
no, but
I was
I
about to
think
jump up
that
out of
this is
here.
one of those subjects. It's connected to everything. Like for instance, see how we connect each other. But when we talked about housing, where's the connection there? We're the black people who own
Hmm.
property that say, you know what? Let's put a tiny house on my property so we can get you on your feet, little sister. Where's the connection
Hmm.
there? We
Hmm.
connected to people who mean us no good, and then the people who really need help, who are the cornerstone of black culture, is the black woman. Let's be
I ain't
honest.
never lied.
When you help a woman, you help a whole nation. You help a man, you help an individual.
That part.
So ain't no shit I made up. That's a fact. But I just feel like
Jack.
I don't know. I can't always do scapegoating. I'm not good at that, y'all. I think to blame white people for anything for them doing who they were says something about where we are. Because I was always told
I don't
my
think I.
ancestors they've been skating around these people since we've been here.
Mhm. And I also
Like,
think, um, that may be some, and I'm not giving anybody an excuse, but some people level of understanding only goes that deep because they only know what they're taught. They don't really do research on their own. So that's where their Black history begins and ends, right there at slavery. So that's why that is their scapegoat or their reason, or you know what I mean. Sometimes that's as far back as some knowledge, as some people's knowledge, as much as they research is what they've known. It's just like people who, when they gave us the Bible and everybody took the Bible for face value, didn't do any research that who wrote the Bible, how many versions it is,
mm,
where was it at, a long time ago. They just know that's why some people, because I have a good friend that's a pastor. We have some good conversations. But when sometimes people base is the Bible because that's the level of their understanding. Some people don't read anything past the Bible. And so you're once
No
again
problem.
you're putting yourself as then that gives you the Bible gives you a lot of excuses as to why things are happening. It also always gives you an out because you can always repent for your sins.
Mm,
You can rape a baby, repent for your sins. You can kill somebody, repent for your sins. You can steal from somebody, repent for your sins. You can molest a child. You know, all kind of stuff you can do, repent for your sins. So it also gives you an excuse and escape to your actions.
mm.
You know what I mean? So when people talk, it doesn't necessarily what we know as a culture is what that individual how deep they've learned they've delved into their history. That's what I think. We have to recognize and stop the excuses. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that's right on. So, for instance, I know we talked about the war in Ukraine, the war in Palestine, Gaza. Like that's a whole nother story because I have mixed feelings about that, but I'm gonna keep going. But we have war going on in Congo for the resources, and I haven't heard a lot of Black people even talk about this at all.
Mhm.
Is it because they're Black like us and we don't like to talk about our own trauma in our own city, in our own space? These are soccer players who did their little protest. I mean, I'm gonna say little, but it was small, protest where they didn't kneel. They put their hand over their mouth and some kind of signal to their like a salute to their head, and they had the little black boy standing in front of them because that was about all they could do as a protest. But I really haven't heard anybody. I haven't heard Charlemagne the God who told us all to vote for Joe Biden. I haven't heard any real Black folks, Roland Martin, well, he's just rolling right along even though he's a Haitian descendant. Let's be honest, he's not ADOS. He's not a foundational Black American. He's not a descendant from enslaved people in the United States of America. He's from Haiti, and Haiti is catching hell. And I don't even hear him highlighting that. I don't hear the woman who
I
was
don't
the
even remember him
spokesperson for
speaking
the
on it
president.
either.
Huh?
I remember him speaking on it when they were getting whipped on horses in Texas. I don't ever
Me either.
remember hearing him talking anything about it. I didn't even know he was Haitian American, but he do look a little
Yeah,
different.
he's Haitian.
Tasha Winslow
Yeah.
said, I would add to that I would add to that and say we need to have tough conversations and call out that there are some justifying their behaviors and using their excuses to their benefits. Absolutely.
Almost definitely.
I
Most
agree.
definitely. He's another one,
Roland
Khadijah.
Martin keeps us informed, and he did mention that I was listening to it. And oh, yes, in fact, Roland Martin broke it all the way down and compared it to the same fight that's going on in Israel. Okay, well, that's good to hear because I haven't seen anything about it from
I
him.
haven't
So
either. I
I'm
haven't
glad
either.
he is.
And I don't know
But I'm
how
glad.
much he's really speaking against Israel because Israel's pretty powerful because Jewish people pay Roland Martin's check. That's what happened to the
Mm,
sister who was the president at the Ivy League school, and they got her out of there. And all she said was both sides have a right to exist, and they fired her, and she was out of there.
and I'm sure Roland Martin is saying a script that fits what they want him to say that pay his paycheck. So
Hmm.
I'm curious what his view is on Israel. He had mentioned it, but I'm sure he's giving the safe answers because I didn't see Roland Martin come alive when they was whooping them
I
Haitians
did.
on that horse, on them horsebacks with whips in the water. I didn't see him
Mexican
go
border. They
live
were
from there
Mexicans
not
at the
one
border.
time. Yeah, whooping their
Yeah.
ass on them horses. So
And the
if he
sister who
did,
was the
kudos.
spokesperson for the president, she's Haitian American. And let me just say this: I've been to Haiti. Haiti is strong. Haiti is the first Black republic in the Western Hemisphere. Is Haiti, and they are being punished for freeing themselves from France. And so some of these Black immigrants, they are issues sometimes because their job is to come like the rest of the immigrants and hold up white supremacy because they so badly want to be a part of this system that we keep trying to tear down and make sure it gets built in a better way. I don't even think that's why I think sometimes I have a lot of respect for some hip hoppers because they understand that that has to happen. There's no way you can feed somebody poisonous cake and expect for them to live.
Damn, that's
And
deep.
America's poisonous. Let's just be honest. She's very poisonous. And then when white people turn around on the African immigrants, now they're going to act like they feel what we feel. But we know that's really not the case. Because you
Because
only
they can
been
go
here
home
40, 50, 60 years. Yeah, that's the
and
other
they can go
part,
home.
Khadijah.
That's the main part. You
Like
can leave
I
here at any
seen
time, and
Roland
you
Martin
came here by
interview.
choice.
Yeah, let me just say this. I seen Roland Martin interview Umar Johnson, and he tried to like set the brother up to make him look bad. How does that help Black people get liberated? I'll wait. What was his purpose of trying to tear down Umar Johnson? Like, What was the purpose? I see him try to tear down the sister who have her Vicky Dillard. I think that's her name. He tried to tear her down, saying that she don't speak for black people. Well, you don't either, Mr. Martin, because
Okay.
Vicky has a really big following. And no, I don't always
Hmm.
agree with what she says. Some of the stuff I do agree with. But my thing is, Mr. Martin, there are bigger fish to fry. Why are you fucking with other black people? Because they have a following that triples yours.
That's what he's
Those
paid
are
to
the
do.
questions you have to ask yourself. There's wars going on
That's what he's
all
paid to
over
do.
Africa, and I don't hear this man saying nothing about it. That's some safe Negroes we talked about earlier. He's another person who act like education is something you must have before people follow you. Hell, what's her name? Cardi B got more followers than him. Nicki
Hmm.
Minaj got more followers than him. Nicki Minaj got the ear of the young people. Mr. Martin don't have that.
Hmm.
I mean, he's an HBC token. He that's his whole world. But he's not even attached to the deep south or where we come from because he just got here.
That part.
See, I travel a lot and I always try to respect the land to which I'm
Oh,
standing on and the people that's on the land. I don't just show up in Ghana and act like, okay, now I'm a part of y'all. It's like, wait a minute, what's y'all history? What's going on over here? It's a lot of different type of Ghanaians. Just like there's a lot of different African Americans.
absolutely. Hmm.
Go ahead.
That goes back to what the sister said earlier. We are in competition with each other. It's a sad state of affairs when we become the targets of our own people. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just don't think we're all on the same team.
And that's
Like
okay.
we have an election coming up. Yeah, we have an election coming up, and I definitely supported a certain person, and I'm gonna keep supporting the person. Um, Mama, back up. Went to an event for the dear sister. There was another gentleman who was in there who ran for the city council seat like 5 or 6 times. The black man, he's a black man. He is not qualified. This fool got on a panel and pointed out people. One was a black man, and he said he's doing it for his church. It was an Asian woman. He said she ain't black. And then the third person was a black woman. This fool said, we don't know who the hell she is. This is what he said in the debate. This was a couple of
Okay.
years back. So then I run into him at this event. And he said, oh, I know who you are. I said, I know who you are too. I interviewed you. He said, yeah, but you didn't endorse me. I said, because you weren't qualified, sir. He said, well, I'm a black man. I said, nobody's voting for you because you black. We don't do that anymore. He was
That part.
dumbfounded. I said, what makes you think because you're a black man, I'm going to vote for you?
Mm.
Yes, he did. Wow
Arrogance.
is right. He said that
Arrogance.
like we all agreed with him. This
Wow,
crazy
wow,
fool.
wow. He has a nerve.
He did. He was like, you didn't endorse me. Why would I endorse a fool? See, I ain't gonna front. Because at the time I vote, I endorsed my vein because I have more in common with her. See, this is where I'm gonna lose some black
Mhm.
people because I actually come from culture. I come from where I respect my ancestors and my elders. Most black people don't do that. We don't do that. When I come in people's house, I see their grandmama, I speak to her first. I call somebody's house good morning, good afternoon, or whatever time of day it is. I don't say put so and so on the phone. So I think when you come from culture, that's where I fall out with a lot of black people because most of us aren't, come from culture. We come from what's happening lately, when we don't come from nothing that has a root to it. Not nothing.
Some some people come from culture and some people come from environment.
I agree with that.
Some people are their environment. So if your environment is peace, if your environment is doing the right thing, going to school, respecting your elders, loving your people, if that's the environment that you're in, that's usually what your behavior will mimic. If you're in an environment where it's cuss your mama out, come in late, smoke weed with your mama, drink, twerk on TikTok, then that's the environment that you come from. So yeah, you wouldn't have nothing in common with them. But there's culture and then there's environment. And I think we can we're taking environment as that's our culture, and that's not our culture.
Mm.
Tasha said Bob Marley stated to the young man who came to him and tried to kill him that he held no vengeance and released that brother from his guilt. Great movie. We're gonna see it tomorrow. I don't got no.
Yeah.
You try to kill me, we Bob Marley something different because that ain't me. That's God. It's God's job to forgive you. It's not mine. Tiffany said, our dad said an all-time high, shaking my head. Yeah, too damn high. Some don't even know what culture means. Exactly. And they confuse their environment and their behavior as culture. So the Bells are saying, I'm not putting up with that kind of stuff. You're going to respect me. That's how my mother taught me, and that's what I taught mine. I'll be damned if you're going to stand up on your feet and talk shit to me. I'm not the one. I'm not the one, the two or three. I'm with you.
That's right.
Absolutely not.
Solid
Yeah.
stuff.
But you know, in some
Yeah.
environments or some places, that's accepted. That's not a, that's you know
Oh,
that's accepted, and then it becomes their culture. But yeah, you raise your hand to your mom, you draw back a nub over here. I'm gonna tell you right now.
but we see people do it every day. It is
Hell yeah,
like just
and we
be
see people
honest.
making
I mean, not
excuses why
me,
they do
but
it.
right. And so
People,
let
I
me
know
let me
people,
be
I know
clear.
people whose sons will cuss them out and go off on them and try to assault him, and then the next day you calling this fool instead of busting him upside the head so he know not to never come at you again. But no, you're gonna give him an out or an excuse as to why he's bucking up at you. Hell no, there is no excuse when I'm giving
So
you food, clothes, shelter.
that's real talk. So I'm gonna give y'all another example and I get what y'all saying, environment and culture. But to me, culture is something you do as a tradition. I hear a lot of girls say, my mama did that. My grandmama did. That is culture. That's culture straight up and down. If you I'm gonna give an example. I used to hear women say who had kids, well, I gotta start living for me. But you brought them here. You can't make no sacrifices for your children. Well, I mean, I brought them here. I'm living for me. I used to hear that all the time. Now, that was back in 1989, 1990, when I worked with a lot of mothers who had children, and the whole, crack babies and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And that was a reoccurring theme I would hear from some Black women. And so for me, I didn't come from women like that. I came from women who sacrificed for their children. But I started to see this whole fluctuation. And then I see it now. And we're what, 30 years into this whole thing, and I'm still hearing women say that's something they learned from their mama is to make sure they take care of themselves and regardless of their children.
Hmm.
Is that environment
Well, your
or is that
well, your
culture?
environment will become your culture when it's repetitive. Your culture didn't become your culture overnight. So your environment
Yeah,
can very well
I
become your
know.
culture. If you have generations upon generations in that environment who do the same thing, that becomes the culture of that environment.
Gotcha. Okay.
You
I'm
get what
with
I'm
y'all. I
saying?
hear you.
So if
No, I
if you're in
totally
an
hear you.
environment where it's a certain kind of way, then that's the culture that's being. But culture doesn't always mean people do some really disgusting things in the name of their culture. So culture doesn't mean
Khadijah,
it's right.
we knew
That just means that's the way you
somebody,
think.
we knew someone who slept with their daughters and said that was
That's
their
what I'm saying.
culture.
That's what
And
I'm
we
saying.
was
So
like,
culture doesn't
that's
always
some
mean it's a
straight
great thing.
bullshit.
That just means that's what
Yeah.
they do. We coming from a culture where we take care of our children. We don't do us. We take care of our children. We come from a culture where
Right.
you don't stay with a man if he's abusing you. You get the fuck on. That's not some cultures. You take the abuse because that's your husband. So we don't. That's why culture.
Mm,
Everybody's culture doesn't look the same. People do
that's real
some very
talk.
disgusting and hideous things in the name of culture.
That's real
Sister
talk.
Melazar said, once you have your children, you are committed to take care of those children, and after they are grown, then that's your time. Straight up. Yes, that's
My
just real
mama used
talk.
to say
That's
that.
the top behavior under the umbrella of selfishness. That you ain't never lied. Just like when women
Yeah.
put parents, just like women parent how they were parented. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And then once in generation, that just becomes the culture of that family. We know, so like you said, a man that slept with his daughters is part of his culture.
Sure did.
We know some
Sure
women that
did. He
share,
was like,
we know some sisters that share mates because of their culture.
well, some of that shit was
You
environment.
know what I
Now
mean?
I'm gonna say environment
And
because she thought she was
yeah,
being
but
a
it was a
deep
part of the
African.
culture that. But was that not the culture that they thought they were experiencing, even though it's a made up
Yes,
African culture? But was that not the culture? That's the point that I'm making.
you right on.
This is a great lesson to teach the difference
Mhm.
between culture, environment, and learned behaviors that the mirrors or mimics parental presentations of it. Exactly. And so in our
Right
community,
on time.
we used to could watch the news and we knew that it was not a black person. We would hear certain news and be like, no, that ain't us.
That's true.
And that was something that we
Yeah,
knew because it was not part of the culture that we were used to in our community. Because there was one
that's what's up.
particular way that black people all operated, no matter where you were in the world. Black, we knew that was we had a certain
Mm.
culture and dignity and a certain way we did things. You could meet some Perfect example. Serena Williams and them. I don't know if y'all seen a little clip, but the mom is at the tennis game with the little girl. She acting the fool, and the mom lean up on the ass. She sit back. That was a part of a culture.
Yeah.
Now, some really weird abandoning your children is a part of a culture. A mom's out of here with their titties
Mm.
and everybody over 50 and 60 showing every picture's over their shoulder to show their big ass is a part of the culture. Getting taken care of a
That's
man is a part of the culture.
hello.
Put your needs before your children, that's a part of the culture. Doing for self and fuck the family, that's a part of the culture. Ratchetness at the all-time high is a part of the culture for some. It's not our culture, but that is some people's culture. And those why when we see people, we can't connect to them because that's not our culture. You look like me, but we're very different. We're very different, but that's
Mm.
some people's culture is disgusting as hell and very low vibrational and bottom of the fucking ocean in the gutter, that's that culture is glorified. So I just and
Well,
sometimes it's
you know,
religion.
I
Oh,
agree with
yeah.
you.
Oh, religion. Yes, most definitely. But girl, nowadays we don't know until they say their name and show a picture. That's true.
Well, you know what, Khadijah, while we
That's
right
true.
there, you know how we skipping around. We might as well talk about this subject right here. Because I didn't know no black woman who would get online with her latest husband and bring her son up when she could have just left his name out of it. I don't know. Y'all want y'all to chime in. What do you think about this? I mean, what do you think about this? Because the young man seems very intelligent for someone who has mental health issues. The way he broke it down, I'm not really sure what's going on with Monique. I try to stay out of it, but she reminds me of a lot of my clients. But that's just me.
Mm.
I can't stand when people who
Sister
want to
Tina
play the
said.
victim, but they brought the kids here.
Sister Tina said it's gutter culture. Sister Belazar said I'm sick of Monique. I wish we didn't even have to talk about her raggedy ass. I'm done with her. Damn. Who she should have left the situation
I'm with you,
offline.
Sister Balazar. I
Me too.
feel
That's
bad
why
for
I'm
her son.
laughing.
I feel bad. I'm sorry.
I
That
think
was a great comment.
Sister Tina said she should have left the situation off the line. I think
Yeah,
Monique, yeah, she should kept it offline. I think Monique
her and daddy. Her and
always
daddy.
she's. I think Monique is a forever victim. I think, and I think because of her childhood trauma, that she's also now inflicted on her son to have trauma from his childhood. She's a forever victim. She will never take accountability for anything she did. She will never take accountability for what the shit she put her son through. Whoever raised him did an excellent job. For him to take his time and really write down what he wanted to say, so he can articulate correctly, so he wouldn't get into his emotions. I think it was great. I think, like Tina said, should have kept this shit offline. I am so tired of talking about Monique. I used to love her on the Parkers because I'm a thick girl, always been a thick girl. Love to see her on there being funny. But the person that she is now, this attention seeking, always negative ass Monique needs to go away. Let your son live his life. Try to be there for your granddaughter if he'll let you. Stop calling this grown ass pimp daddy your daddy. This is weird, Monique. Like she comes off as she's still 15-year-old mentally. She still acts like she's 15, where you're blaming shit. You can't take accountability. It's somebody else's fault. I need somebody to speak for me. She's a forever victim, and people are tired of it. We heard Tyler Perry say he was wrong. Okay, what the fuck do you want him to do? He's not giving you nothing. Press on, Monique. Press on. You've been in the business
Press,
for a
baby.
long time, and to be honest with you, you're a one-dimensional actress. Everything that they praise you for, you're acting like a mean bitch. When you want the 50 Cent stuff, you're like you're the girl, good lady, you so serious, whatever the hell you are. And Precious, you was a mean bitch. Everything you playing except for fat girls, you just playing your goddamn self. But you're always a mean woman. That's not a dimension. That's not a multi-talented actress. You play the same role. You get paid what you're worth. You're not a Angela Bassett. You're not an Angela Bassett.
Mm,
You're not even a Sanaa Lathan. So you're Monique.
that's my girl too.
And I seen your stand up. She cussed the majority of her stand up. And
It was
she's talking
horrible.
about everything she talked about on Shannon Sharp show, on Shay Shay show. She talked about it in her stand up. We
And
don't
my
want to hear
God,
it
get off
anymore.
the
You're like
cat
a one
Williams.
trick
Get
pony.
off
You're
get
tired.
off his penis, man. Get off his penis. Leave that brother alone. He stood up and said his truth. Leave it be,
Yeah.
Monique. I also hear so close. She said he raised me. She's talking about her husband. Monique says she calls her husband daddy because her father stopped giving her what she needed at 13. See, that sounds like incest to me.
And that sounds sick as hell.
But he's a grown ass man. The same way I don't want to get no grown ass man. I want to be his mama. I'm his woman, but I don't want to be his mother. That's some
Mm,
crazy shit to say. And then they act like there's
yeah.
something wrong with us when we like, Monique, please shut the fuck up. Can you get these comments,
Yeah, she
Khadijah?
needs to just and this is for him and his mother. Her daddy needs to sit this out. How is it okay to ask to say three sons when you have four is crazy? And that's why I lost respect for her. To let a man sit there and discount your son, Monique, get the hell out of here. And she's trying to stay relevant. Yeah, because nobody don't yeah. Sister Boulevard said, first of all, oh Lord, a lot of us that used to use that daddy situation when we were in the bedroom and it was all done sensually and we never let it go out of that and live folks know and let folks know that we call those men daddy so the children would call them daddy and not be their first names. That's what we said. Say it around chick. Go
That's what
get
we
daddy's
said.
thing. We've said the same thing since the Bellatar. Everything they brought up was monetary and that's sad. Yeah. She didn't say nothing about her son that she tried to fuck up because somebody did a great job raising him. Um, Tina McClain said that's some sick shit right there. That's real sick. I think yeah. You going to the next one?
Yep.
I felt her when she was fighting for equal pay and equity for black women, but I don't agree with exploiting the issues between her and her son. That's something her and her son need to talk about and get help for. I agree. And she didn't start talking about it until they did it to her because it's been floating around Hollywood forever. It
It
wasn't
sure
until they
has.
shorted her paycheck that she
For her
became an
hypocrite
issue.
self. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My,
Tasha
my
said
little
Monique may
baby.
be
But what about
justified in
your
some of
real
her
baby? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's some. Sasha said Monique may be justified in some of her claims. I don't know, but as a mother, this should be taken off the informational highway. I may disagree with my kids. I may disagree with my own, but public humiliation of our own should not never be. Yeah, exactly. I've lost so much respect for Monique, and she likes women too, so she's definitely confused. Exactly. When she opened up her bedroom, said they would have a relationship, we knew some shit was crazy.
That's fine.
That got us all riled up right here. It really did. That's got the comments popping because
Yeah.
as most of us on here as mothers, we can't relate to no shit that she doing. A real mother or a real woman can't relate to no shit like even if you're not a mother and you're a person we're all the daughters or sons of someone, so we can feel her son. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm saying?
can.
We can feel it as a child. She's out of fucking pocket. If you've been around, if
I
you're a
feel
human
very
and you
bad
hear the
for
way
him.
she
I
talk
really
about him,
do.
she out of pocket. Monica's out of pocket. Her daddy out of pocket. It's all out of
She
pocket.
said,
Stop talking about
"Look at your daddy."
her daddy out of pocket. Sydney, like leave this man alone. Let him raise his daughter. Like, if you're not supporting Monique, just go sit down some damn where. I need her to sit down.
But
I need
but I
her to sit down.
also
Stop
feel
calling
like,
everybody baby. You're talking to grown ass people too, so stop calling grown people babies. That shit is weird too.
yeah, I just
Calling
also think
somebody 70
she,
years old your baby.
yeah, I also think she's a good example of some of what I'm seeing in school when it comes to some black women and their mates and their child. That their child has to
Mm-hmm.
compete with the latest man that they're dating this week. Y'all know this is a problem in the black community. Let's not fucking joke about. We know that we get taught to stand by our man at all, even if this man is wrong. Let's just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just be honest. I'm not saying that's not in my culture. I'm just saying, but in some of black people's culture, this is the stuff we are taught. Every time I watch shows like Snapped and For My Man, it's the same thing. We got to stand by our men, even in spite of your children. If I hear one little more black girl tell me how her mom picked her mate over them, I hear that all the goddamn time. And then y'all wonder why pimping is so big. Because really, the only people call their daddies like that in public are people who are usually prostitutes, and their man is a pimp.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck. All the intimate encounters I had, I've never called a man daddy ever,
Yeah,
because I
me
don't want to
neither.
feel like I'm fucking my daddy. I just don't want to do it.
Yeah,
Because the word, that's what
don't even
daddy, it's
sound
my father. It just
right.
doesn't. I don't want to role play no shit or nothing like that. And mommy, daddy, yeah, that shit just don't feel right for me. But some people do that. I don't do that. And I'm okay with that. But I just feel like sometimes we, in our excuse making, we wonder why we got so much incest and shit like that going on in our community and why the black woman wound is so fucked up because we keep trying to make it okay when we know that shit is not okay.
Mm-hmm.
They say it's like
Real
something
talk.
like 70% of black women before they're 18 will have one unwanted sexual encounter. That's fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That number's too goddamn high. But the bigger part is what are we doing? What are we doing? Do we not
And
see
I
the
would love
signs?
to see the
Huh?
I would love to see the percentage of that are done with incest or people in their family. I would love to see the number for that. Because when you were saying, we're taught to Monique standing by her man regardless or whatever, and
Mhm,
people like, yeah, yeah. But think of some people that that keep a man around their children that don't mean no good. They may not call him daddy, and the kids may
mhm,
still be in the home, but you pick
mhm.
your happiness with this man who your kids don't like. They don't feel comfortable around, but you'll pick this man to be around your children because that's who you want. They gotta just deal with it. So when they're complaining to you, mama, that I don't like Mr. Whoever, I don't like the way he looking at me, but well, put some clothes on. So everybody looking at Monique, but I know a few people because there's some people's house we couldn't go over when we was growing up. My mama just didn't play
Say
it.
it again,
She
Khadijah.
just didn't play it. We just couldn't go. Mm-mm. And so, but I know people right now that will be with the man who are teaching some very unhealthy habits to their children, all because the mama can't uh, separate her dedication to this man that she puts over her children. Mental health. So it's going to be a bunch of angry ass kids, y'all, in a few years. It's a bunch of angry ass kids right now, but they're getting worse because the neglect has been on the rise with black women.
You
And
better
I'm
say it,
talking
baby.
about black women because I'm a black woman. I don't know what Mexican cultures do. Every culture got their own shit. I'm not up on their stats. They're not my people. But I'm saying for black women, we have fell to the bottom of the parenting. Some of us fell to the bottom of the parenting pool because we are put in relationships, our personal relationships with men above our children, and we got to cut that shit out. Your kids will be grown one day, then go do what you want to do. Do what be who you want to be with. But we're looking at Monique because she's blatantly saying this is her daddy when a lot of women do this shit and their kids are suffering. I'll get to
And
the
she acting like
comments.
her son
Because
is
our
her
kids,
sibling.
yeah, yeah. Tasha said because our kids are our next generation. As a mom, you have to table this, pull it offline. Sister Belazar said you can feel that young man's pain, and that's not his childish and never been able to open up his mouth and say nothing about him. You went too far, Sydney. Sit your daddy ass down. I'm sorry, y'all. I just uh, Sister Tina said, and leave daddy for the bedroom. Damn, exactly. Yep, lived it with one who birthed me. Tiffany, I don't know if you would ever be willing to come on here and just talk. You don't have to go into detail, but I think it's good to hear these stories because as we unpack our childhood trauma and we're honesty about where we come from, it helps us to heal and move
Yep,
forward. It helps us from not
that's right.
becoming a generational curse because we're talking about things that affected you. So she always chimes in her childhood. I would just even if off, I just let her talk to you and just talk about it. Sonia said, "Talk behaviors, learn behaviors." And 100% learn behaviors. You will never get a true number because people always keep their mouths closed and they don't admit it. Hey Tasha,
Mm.
I still got your charger. Okay. This is the Develazar said, that's what we're talking about. Generational curses, instead of them getting better, is getting worse. Just imagine the young minds hearing a grown woman saying, "This is my daddy and I love him and sleep with him," etc. I truly love Monique, her fight, her strength against the giants, but she should be mindful of messaging. Tina laughing, she married a pedophile. Exactly. Yeah, and Monique,
Thank
Monique,
you for
her
saying
whole
it.
fight for everybody. I don't remember Monique being like I never remember her being an activist on the park or
She was
anything
happy
about.
being ignorant.
I never. Who the hell has she pulled up with her?
Yeah.
What young
Who
sister
she
came
put
up
on?
behind her that she groomed? She groomed for the industry to get ready and coached and mentored. Wait, hold on,
Wait.
convicted and on the registry.
Oh, wait. What?
Well, who is Tiffany? Who is?
Daddy? Daddy?
He better not be.
Ooh, this deep.
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna tell
I
you
wouldn't
something.
be surprised though,
Before she
y'all.
before she really got with this dude, could hold on. Let's be honest. The Parkers was good, but she was a fat, desperate woman chasing after a man who didn't want her. How was that positive for black people? Oh wait. But she was very desperate, chasing Professor Ogilvy, who I heard was gay in real life. I don't know. But I'm like, help me with that. How are you kidding? See, another thing we do in black culture, we really be acting like we kicking down some doors just by being there. No, kicking down doors mean you build something that everybody can share. Because you being there don't mean I get anything from it.
Mm.
She was happy being the fat black mammy or whatever. She was happy with that role. Because let's just be honest. She not no Sissy Tyson. She ain't even Pam Grier. What
Mm.
what 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 in our mind? What doors are you really kicking down, player? I mean, let's be honest. Because you was happy being the flavor of the week. You got to the party because you was fat and desperate.
Mm.
You didn't get there because you had all these amazing skills. That's how you got there. And then you got with this fool here, and then he just kind of rolled you to the bank. I don't too much care for DL Hughley that made sense for me,
Mm-hmm.
even though he ain't no better. All of them is in the shit bowl. You don't really get to where you're going in that industry unless you do something that's not right. Go ahead, Khadijah. Read this comment, child.
You can you can tell she's not studying the crap to be an actress. She's so busy complaining about shit that she's got to do. She's not the first one that had to do it. Exactly. Crafting and acting. Yeah, she ain't trying to perfect no craft. Monique feel like because she got that Emmy for playing a mean, evil black mother, and lo and behold, she ain't even in her fucking. That was really real life. She was being herself, and she got
Hold
an Emmy for that, or Oscar, whatever. That's not an Emmy. She got some kind of award for it,
you got an
and
Oscar.
now she thinks she's supposed to be highly paid. I said I didn't know. She's supposed to be this highly paid actress because she played herself in a movie. Really mad at her own fat self when she was little because she was probably seeing herself in Precious, and so she knew how people treated her. She just went onto her childhood, and then she played herself and not give a damn mother in real life.
And then my thing
So
is,
Monique, I'm not trying to dog you or nothing, but sit down,
no, but here's the other
sit down.
thing. Then she's gonna try to jump on everybody else's bandwagon. Now she's jumping on Cat's bandwagon. See, Cat I can believe because he's been consistently who
Mm-hmm.
he is. But then she's gonna try to throw Taraji under the bus for Oprah. That's between her and Oprah. Nothing to do with you, Monique. You ain't did Precious since whatever it came out like 10, 15 years ago. We're talking about Taraji. If her Oprah made amends, mind your damn business. Because Taraji really, I mean, if Oprah came through and made some things right, y'all come on. Y'all take back
I
people who
was
murdered
about
the
to
whole
say,
village and come and make him the president.
and I
Just
was
between
about to
these two
say,
sisters.
it may be a little bit of jealousy because Oprah didn't come back, didn't spin the block and correct it with her,
I'm gonna
and
say
so
how you
that could
throw
it
another
could be
black
a
woman
bit
under
of
the bus though.
jealousy. Yeah,
You supposed to be opening
but
doors
you
for her.
say,
Why you trying to
but you
throw her
work
under
in
the
pop
bus?
culture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What this that's another we
Mm-hmm.
do imaginary, this is the black way. That's so imaginary. Most of y'all still be talking about I'm Indian, I got high cheekbones. We still doing stupid shit like that. That's black culture. That's some stupid shit we'll say. Not knowing that Africans got all the high cheekbones. What are you talking about? Khadijah, you know I ain't lying. You know that shit irks my soul. Cause we'll say that shit in a heartbeat. I'm part gas tank. I'm part squirrel.
Ooh,
I'm part,
I was gonna.
look at my hair. Look at my hair. Girl, you mean that recessive shit? What are we talking about here? It's imaginary black culture. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Sister, get off the mute.
Sorry, I had
Comments
to
is
go
up.
off mute because you gave me a whole laugh because I was just
Sorry.
talking to somebody on the phone last week, and she's a cool sister, but she's always and she said talking about because I was Indian, I was light skinned and my cheeks. That's why I just had a whole fucking laugh attack. So I'm so sorry.
Don't get me started about that person. I know you're talking
Black
about.
people gotta stop.
Then want to come
Felazar
talk to
said,
kids about fixing car
no, you're
carburetors.
not. Hey,
Go ahead. Sorry.
this,
Go ahead.
and that's when.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Let me get my life right. I'm really sick of niggas like that for real. And I'm sick of women like that, needy. Don't nobody. We're in California. This is the land of the mulatto. Don't nobody care about your half covered ass. Don't nobody care about that. Why are we still
Oh
walking around
shit,
saying it's
Sister Miller.
2024? Why are we still talking about I'm light skinned? Girl, you light skinned sitting next to a porch light that's not on. That's how you make you light skinned. Don't nobody care about that. Shit, you can barely read. Your
Okay,
hair
you want to
barely
read
be
these
combed.
comments? Because
Shit, go ahead. I'm so sick of that dumb shit. I'm around real mixed people. They
Felazar
don't even say
said,
shit like that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Don't get me started because I really be hating that shit.
Okay, let me read the comments while I have my laugh break. I'm so sorry, y'all. I am so sorry. And that's what it is. That's what it is. That's why you just need to shut up and let's change the subject. I'm sick of her too. Me too, Sister Melazar. Let's move on.
Me too. I'm about to take her ass
Sister
off.
Melazar said, can we solve their problem to go get a DNA? Sonia said, learn white supremacy. What you mean by that song? Expound on that. Tasha said, cry. Tasha, she got me crying too. I'm literally like, I had a whole goddamn laugh attack. Star said, good evening, Star. Believing you're black is less valuable. Okay, gotcha. Oh, y'all got my
Yeah,
damn
that's
stomach hurt.
crazy.
London gave me a
I'm
whole laugh
sorry.
attack.
Because I feel like that's so old, and I can't even believe we still doing stuff like that. Because I really can't believe we still on this. Well, I'm
People,
light skinned, girl, get out of here. We could drop you off with some
I,
white people, like saying Ria Linda, and tell me how light skinned you feel then. You will
hmm.
feel all the rage of 1,000 dark skinned ass black people.
Sister
Fuck
Bella's
out of
heart,
here.
me too. She said, I love that part where you're sitting next to the porch light, off porch light. I this one here, she didn't,
Uh,
and we
Cause you
gotta
know
have your little
our mama
spirit
didn't
in
play
his
that. My
glass. So,
mama did not play that shit. My mom, we don't have those skin color issues. My mama did not play that, and we did
oh,
have some aunts that were color struck. That's the real meaning of
my
color
mom ain't
struck.
play that shit.
Yeah,
My mom ain't
get
play none of
your
that.
ass cussed out of here.
Woo.
White man see you see
Um,
nigga, he don't give a damn.
and it's
Huh.
still black people that say shit like she fair skinned. I don't know what that
We
means.
still
And
using that
stuff like they have
terminology.
good hair. People still saying stuff like that. Hey, if we saw your mom today, Erica. Erica on here. Erica Newman.
Oh, see, I'm not
Or
getting those
Erica
comments.
Mix,
Can
my
you
bad.
say, hey, Kaz? No, I don't know why they don't show up for me. But hold on, let me hold on. While we talking
Tanya,
about
she
this,
didn't
so
have
y'all
you.
can
No,
get
she
some.
just it is. It's not a comment. It's just her name saying she's watching. Yeah,
Okay.
okay. So the
Look
Belazar
here.
said both of
So
my
these are
grandmothers were
banned books,
color
y'all.
struck.
I'm sorry. Dang it, this thing done went off.
Hold on.
Sorry,
Sister
hold on, y'all. I'm
Belazar
sorry.
said, let me read Sister Belazar comment. Sister Belazar said both of my
Okay.
grandmothers were color struck, and my grandmother laying down with her husband. He black as night, and she expects for her children to come out light. She must have been crazy. Hey,
That's real talk.
babe, what's up, Kimberly Willis? Yeah, I don't
Hey,
know.
hey, guys.
That's what I said,
That
crazy
color,
girl.
that color shit is real.
Hey,
I'm telling
cousin
you, it's
Star. Oh, you talking to
yeah,
Tiffany, huh? Star. That's the Star and Tiffany, your cousins. Go ahead.
yeah. I'm just saying, like that color thing is real. So that's why y'all got to read some of these banned books up in here. Maybe that will help you.
Mm,
I don't know about hood feminists, but I know they try to ban Beloved. We do need to see Beloved. For me, it took me a while, but that's really about the psyche of what slavery did to us. Because we don't like to talk about.
mm-hmm,
We'll say that's white supremacy, but how is it white supremacy? See, when my really good friend told me that she didn't like the term mulatto, and she explained why, I immediately stopped using it. I'm not gonna say, well, that's what I learned, and you a mulatto, and you. I was like, okay, I will not use that term. How? Just say I'm a mixed black person, like just say I'm a black woman, because she don't even play that. But she said, if you have to explain me, just say I'm mixed. But don't call me a mulatto. The shit just sounds horrible. Ever since she told me that, I do not use the terminology. But see, we'll still be holding on to stuff. When my grandmama did it and her grandmama did it, and yeah, and they were all sick and did not know who the hell they were. Let's keep it a buck. We're gonna free ourselves. Let's keep it a buck.
damn, Wanda.
Let's keep it a
Can't
buck.
cook this one tonight.
No, for
You
real.
sure
I
you
think we
ain't
gotta
over
free
there sipping
ourselves.
some spirits?
No, there ain't nothing in here but water, my good expensive water. That's
Cause
the
I'm
joke.
ship I'm sipping some spirits and you got me over here crying. Um Sister
Yeah.
Belazar said that's a very difficult book to read. It took me a minute to get it. I understood what it was, the damage that
Yeah.
it did to us, especially from a woman's point of view. Kim
Oh,
said, yes, the color thing is real. Kim said the color thing is real. My son grandmother was a motherfucker until I shut it down. Oh, she better know not to play with you. She didn't know, she know. If she didn't know, she know now, cousin. She know now. She did
hey,
not
look, I'm
want
gonna
to
keep
play
all the
with.
way buck. This person is an ancestor. We knew it's my one of my mom's sisters. We knew she was color struck, and when my one niece was born, we was family reunion. I was waiting for her to say something about his skin, as I was gonna light into her. But of course, old people ain't stupid. They know when you get ready to run up on them. So she was like, "Oh, she's
They
so
know what.
pretty," and that was it. I didn't want to say she was pretty to be dark. I was waiting. You hear me? I was going. My mother had already passed. I was going to lay into her, but she didn't say it. That shit's offensive as hell. Like, what makes you think that's cool? I want to say, my
She
nigga,
was
why
two
wouldn't you
shades from
see?
midnight. She
Yeah,
she
what
wasn't
an
even
ugly
high yellow.
self.
She was two shades from midnight.
She was ugly, Khadijah. Even her pictures as a child, she looked the same
Nuh-uh.
person. Like,
No, no, you not. We not talk about the dead. God rest her soul. Moving on. What's
I
the
know.
next topic?
God rest the
Oh,
dead.
no, we
Excuse the ones who were
Kim, get your
motherfuckers in
cousin.
life. Look,
Kim, get your cousin.
anyway, so they abandoned Beloved. They abandoned their eyes were watching God. They abandoned the 1619 project. But I don't know if black people really read this
Now,
though.
see, I told man. Okay, so I'm sorry, Kim. I mean Kim's comment. Sorry.
What she
I
said?
know that. She said, "So was my nan. I love her dearly, but there's some truth behind this." I did. That's why I said I didn't know she was. I
Oh,
never
yeah,
heard
we're
that
not
before.
talking about her though. We ain't talking about
Yeah,
her
that's
though.
why I
We
said I
talking
never
about
heard that before. Kim know who we
yeah, I
talking
didn't know that
about.
either. 'Cause
She
she always
said, "So was." Kim either.
yeah,
Tanya
you know what
said,
I'm talking
"Come
about.
now, Lana. We cannot keep doing stuff just because our grandmothers, great grandmothers, and great great grandmothers did it. When we know something not right, we must fix it." That's right.
Girl.
Rest my
Yeah,
nana
let me
soul,
tell
but
you
she
something.
was.
Sometimes breaking tradition,
Kim,
people will call you a weirdo. People will call you a lot of stuff when you don't want to
they'll
follow the
call you a
protocol.
liar.
Like if
They'll call
somebody
you the
abusing you and you
troublemaker.
like, hey, I'm abusing you. Yeah. You know, it's like,
Y'all,
dude, that ain't cool.
when I jumped out of a toxic matrix within my family unit, I
Hmm.
became enemy number one, and I became the person that was the shit starter. So when I removed myself and everything's blurry with shit, but I was no longer there. You know what I mean? So that's real talk. People will, when you get out the matrix, people will always assume they'll try to make you jump back. I ain't jump back in that matrix if my life depended on it. When I tell y'all I feel free and liberated, it's a piece that I can't even explain. But they will call you weirdo. They'll call you everything in the book.
They'll call you a lot of stuff.
It's a piece I can't.
I think I've been
Yeah,
like this
Sister
my whole
Belazar
life
said.
when I refused to wear clothes that matched. That was a problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, Lana put on some shit, y'all. Sister Belazar said,
Hey,
it made me not act that way. It was contrary to what they did as far as I was concerned. It didn't matter what color you was. If I birthed you as my child and that's it. Straight up. That's how my mama
that's real
was.
talk.
That's why they don't like
Yep.
me, LOL. Yeah, Kim. That's all
Yeah.
right.
I
They
just feel
always need
like,
your ass,
yeah.
though. They let me know.
Oh, girl.
People don't like you,
Because you
but
know
they
what?
need you.
Most people like that be straight up cowards. They'll come get
Mm-hmm.
you to cuss out they husband and the other woman. They'll come find you
And fight
instead of
inside chick.
dusting up. Yeah. Man, please. You be needing those people be about their life. That's what you be needing. Like, come on now. But I just feel like these
Find
are some
somebody
things
else
in
to
our
shut up and
culture
retire.
that we really need to be talking about. Because my thing is, just saying this white supremacy is not gonna make the shit go away. I'm not trying to be funny, but I feel like we got it. Like for instance, when
That's
I'm around highly educated Negroes and they use the term fair skin, I politely say, "What is that?" Well, I don't know. Oh, you mean she? Oh, then just say she was lighter skinned because there's no color named fair, honey. Because if that
mm,
color is fair, then what is not fair? Because everything has an
mm-hmm.
opposite. Well, I
Your black
don't
ass is
know.
unfair.
That's why I'm educating with your highly educated ass that you will still use words that support white supremacy and try to act like that's what it means.
It's
No,
okay.
we see one thing
Mm-hmm.
about black people, we can always remix a word. We've been doing that
Most
since we've been
definitely.
here. We've been doing that.
Stop blaming white peoples for everything. I just told somebody that earlier. Kim, I feel you on
Hmm.
that. Sister Belazar said, we have to stop with the excuses and get down to business and start educating one another. That's what's going to fix the situation. We've got to admit to the wrong list and teach each other right. Kim says, say it
And
again,
it's okay
Cousin
to
Ro.
correct the person along the way. Yeah, and it's okay to educate
And,
people. I do it every day.
and
I do
correcting
it every
somebody
day.
doesn't mean you hate them. It just means I'm telling you the correct way to speak to me when you're talking to me. You can go ahead and go back to the nigga talk with you later. Colorism is definitely taught and passed down through generations. I remember calling my own sister Blackie as a child because someone nicknamed her that in my family. It wasn't until she got older and told me she didn't like that name that I stopped calling her that. Tony, I respect your honesty. We do have nicknames for people in our, certain people. Yep, that is true.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And we
Stop
make, yep.
saying dark skinned people
hmm
that wear blue eyeshadow. That's not. I mean, we had little microaggressions. Do you remember? I remember
And we say
Tempest had
shit
a
like
show.
this. We say shit like you're pretty to be dark. I hate that. You're
That's a
pretty to be dark.
microaggression, like a
Wait,
mug.
what? Yeah,
Like,
I
why do
can't
we say
stand it.
shit like that? I don't know. But then
hmm
you know what the crazy part is? Then when somebody tell you they're offensive, thank you for at least hearing it and saying, I won't use that no more. But some people say,
Right?
well, shit, we always been calling you Blackie. The fuck we gonna change for now? Dude, because it's offensive.
Because it hurt.
That's why. The same reason why you don't use the word hunky in front of white people. Because you're so worried about how they're going to feel because you have that much respect for them.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. You be in the break room going in
Yep.
on each other. White person come in, y'all gonna start straightening it up because they already heard you in the hallway. No, why the hell you straighten it up? They already know y'all don't like each other. One white girl sing. It's a video of a white girl singing at church. She sounds awful. Black folks clapping their ass off. She sounds like shit. What are you clapping for? Now you got her
Because
thinking she can sing.
we always celebrate mediocrity in other people. And then one act like they did something great and grand. We do that all the time. We did it with Eminem. He don't rap faster than Twister nor Busta Rhymes, but we act like he's the best thing. We did it with Adele. She don't hold a fucking candle to Jill Scott or Jasmine Sullivan.
You better
Anytime
say
somebody
it.
does
You
something
better
that's
say it.
just we will just my son has experienced it. Asian boy playing on a bongo in the Wood Creek Jazz Festival. I'm gonna call y'all out, and they look into my son who's gonna stand up bass, holding the whole fucking band together with that bass line, and then they give an award to an Asian boy who all beat on the fucking bongos, who look into my son to get him back on beat, and he gets an award. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Londa, they did award their band an award that they didn't give out the ceremony. They gave it to them after. If that ain't some colorist shit, explain it to
Wow.
me. They didn't get it in there. Or their
That's
lighting is
crazy.
going to waste. I've heard that too. She wasting all that pretty yellow skin. I've heard people say that too when they get with
Oh
a bum or
yeah.
something, or
I heard people
they
say
just
in
have a regular
summertime
nine to
where your
five.
yeah, where your umbrella at, you don't keep your skin nice and light. Who the fuck says shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what gets me with this whole thing? We'll say shit like that,
Niggas.
but then complain when white people say racist shit.
That real talk.
Like, help me out with that. How did that come across so differently? Ain't it the same shit?
Hell yeah, but we think we get a pass because we black saying it. You will probably get your lips saying some race. You probably get your lips popped.
Popped.
Real talk. Give me some ice in there. So I'm about to pour this in.
Sister Balakar said, go ahead, Khadijah.
Sorry, y'all. I'm refilling my drink. Um, See, this is the kind of stuff that will make you want to kill somebody. Real talk. You get popped with mess with me. I don't play that kind of stuff. You know why his parents donated 1K to the school? Who parents? You know why his parents donated 1K? Who parents, Kim? It's not always about racist. Money also faves. Oh yeah. Well, explain what you mean. What you mean? Because it's also money.
Yeah, these ages ain't donating shit.
I don't put that in my cup.
Not,
No, I'm just playing
not
too.
where we from. It's just a whole bunch of them.
Oh, I'm trying to see what she talking about. It might have been something we said earlier. I'm trying to see what she
Okay.
referencing to.
And
Open
you
this
know,
door.
I don't notice a lot of black kids being in band no more. See, back in the day, if you was in the
It's
South
usually
in New Orleans, it'd be nothing but black kids in the band. But I don't really see a lot of our kids taking advantage of band.
one in each band, and that's about it. Out of like 40 something students, it'd be
Yeah.
one black kid.
Did
And a
you notice
couple of
that,
them, it
Khadijah?
ain't
Because
even a
I
lot of
did.
mulattoes, and a couple of mulattoes. Hell yeah. When we go to Stockton and all this, I think that Stockton is like 40 something schools. And it'd be like a sprinkling of us, and each band has like one or two black people. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's kind
Even
of
all
neat.
the most I've seen black people in band is marching band only. But my
So,
son is in marching
is
band,
colorism this?
concert.
Is colorism this?
Did you hold on, I'm answering your question. I'm in the marching. It's a lot of black kids in marching band, but not in the symphonic, not in concert, and not in jazz. Only in the marching band. It's more kids in that. Okay, Lana, what you say?
I said, is
Tina
colorism
said I
this?
was in band and I used to live. Okay, yeah. So Kelly Rowland was guest hosting on the Today Show, and she had her own like a big jazz restroom and everything. So Jennifer Lopez was coming on there to film one little segment. They gave Kelly Rowland room to Jennifer Lopez, so she bounced. She said, y'all not gonna treat me like this," and she left. And other stars have come to her defense, saying, she's not difficult to work with. Marlon Wayans spoke out against her. Latavia spoke out with it and defended her, saying like y'all shouldn't did her like that. And Jennifer Lopez was just coming on there for a segment. She was there to film shows for the day. She was guessing, and filming the show is not just the hour that we see or the 2 hours that we see. They be in that damn studio for 5, 6, 7. They be in there for a while, and they gave her dressing room up, and that's definitely colorism, most definitely. And Rita Ora is not a black woman either.
Mhm.
She's from she's
Yeah.
Latina or something. I'm like, but she's not a black woman.
I'm just so sick of this shit. But I think we also get that little wake up call that these people are not with us.
Hmm.
So let's stop
Hmm.
with the people of color because that shit's not real. That's some way of erasing your black ass because they still treat Latinos. I've been all over Latin America. They are the most racist motherfuckers I've ever been around. Because I've been in their
Mm-hmm.
countries. There are black people in Latin America. They can't even say that they black. But they come over here,
Real talk.
we together. No, you're not. You don't even treat the black people in your country. There's Afro Mexicans. They couldn't even say that they were Afro Mexican until like 5 years ago. Are you serious?
Real talk.
Are you serious? Y'all better stop
Mm-hmm.
with these fake alliances. The
And
fake
Lonnie Love
alliances.
came out too.
Yeah. And you know Lonnie Love probably done had her share. You know
Hell
that.
yeah.
I don't know, Khadijah.
And I'm glad that
black
Kelly
people, y'all
Rowland didn't
gotta get
stay in.
y'all gotta get your life right.
And I'm glad Kelly Rowland didn't stay and take the disrespect and bounce on their ass. Now y'all figure out who's gonna fill this seat for today. I'm gone. I'm glad she did that. I was a man and used to love it. Exactly. Why wasn't it the other way around? Yeah, they gave up her room, Tina, to Jennifer Lopez, who was there to film a segment. So until now, how would J Lo act if she had to give up her dressing room? J Lo don't give a shit about black people. She only got with Puffy so that niggas could know who she was. She's never
That's
married a
it.
black man, and she had kids with a Latino. She had children with a Latino. She made sure she all the black dick that's been in her. She made sure she procreated with a Latino so she can keep that skin tone and that hair for them kids. She didn't have
In
no
living
babies with Puffy
color.
little weird ass. She didn't have no babies with none of the other black people she was with. Every movie she played in, she married a white man, except for the
Mm.
movie her and Mark Anthony did. Every movie she in, she was trying to assimilate to be a white woman.
And
Jennifer
even Mark
Lopez
Anthony
isn't.
was dipping in the chocolate.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
because we the bomb and
even
we
Mark
got
Anthony
flavor.
was
Fuck
dipping in
out
the
of here.
chocolate. Huh?
Because we fine and we got flavor. Shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say the
That's
woman name because
why.
I don't want nobody to be mad. We bring her up too. 'Cause, we for me, I don't get
Who?
necessarily mad at
Just give me
people.
a hint who you talking
Uh
about.
Jada. They had an affair
What
when
about
she
Jada?
did yeah, she's up with Mark
Oh
Anthony.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, who gives a damn? I don't even know these
And that
fucking
mean he
people.
want a little boy. He got no damn body. Sorry. Nope,
Yeah, I
she's
didn't
an
say that.
appropriator. We're only good for entertainment purposes. You got it, Tina. You got it.
Yeah. Well, that's what
She
y'all
don't
got
do
to
shit
do.
but
And
first
another
of all,
one.
first of
And
all,
another one.
that he gets to say nigga like off his tongue like he's rolling R's and
Yeah.
nigga come off his
And if
tongue
you look
faster than a
into his
machine gun.
background, you look into his background, them Arabs been enslaving Africans from the look at how they treat them.
Yep.
Y'all quit
Yep.
acting like we different than the Africans is across the country. We're all black. Them Arabs treat
And let's
Africans
keep
like shit.
let's keep in mind
Crazy.
how we even heard of Jennifer Lopez. She was a fucking fly girl on In
Another
Living Color.
them the Wayans.
That's how we even know who she was.
Thank the Wayans for that.
Mm. We don't have to talk about her today. Do we please God? Not today. I'm done with her ass too. Hey, we moving
Yeah.
on. We just wanted to show
Oh,
that Kelly Rowland.
oh God. We're gonna have to have this conversation about what turns us off about certain black people. For real. For real. And do we give that same energy to black men?
Mm. Yeah,
Because
that's a good
sometimes
one.
I dislike, and I'm not trying to say because I'm not a big, I don't even know these people, but sometimes we be really mad at black women. But black men, we always let them come back in. We gonna leave the light on for them. Just saying.
Mhm.
Because I don't even know what Jada did that was so bad. After Will Smith broke her
Yeah,
fucking
Jada was
nose.
funny as shit.
You know what I mean? After Will broke her fucking
I was gonna
nose.
say Jada.
Just
I,
saying.
I didn't give a
How many of
damn
y'all
either
knew
way
that?
it go, but Jada just told her truth, and people couldn't stand it because Will Smith was the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and
Yeah.
he's what's the other movie he was in like that was really Men in Black. He's Will Smith. He's a Hollywood icon. Like Jada, I'm not trying to be funny, not to dim her light. She didn't have
I
the
know.
highest. She didn't have the same
No.
accolades that Will has when it comes to acting. She even
He
tried to
needed a
be in a
beard.
rock band. She tried to
He
do
needed a beard.
everything. Yeah, and so when she came out and said something about black people's Prince of Hollywood, oh, people was mad as shit at Jada. That's what I think. I didn't give a damn either way. They've been swingers.
I didn't either.
They was swingers. They was doing everything. So I didn't give a damn, but I thought it was funny. Sister Melazar saying she never gives them credit, never give them credit for discovering her. That's where she started off from. She was the only Mexican that was kind of a little bit. She didn't dance like the black girls
she's
on there.
Pu- she's
She had a
Puerto
big old booty, and
Rican.
Negroes lost their damn mind. Tina, say that one more time. One more again. You hear what she said? She had a big booty and Negroes lost their mind, act like she was the
Yeah.
best. Remember Rosie Perez, little offbeat ass, they act like
But
she
she
because she
was
was
all
light
black
skinned.
though. She was a little bit more
Yeah,
fully of black than Jennifer Lopez.
but because she was light skinned, Rosie Perez was offbeat than the motherfucker. We both watched
Yeah.
the movie she was in with Mookie and
Yeah.
Do the Right Thing. And she was offbeat as hell. She couldn't act, but
Yeah.
because she was light skinned, because they could have found the darker brown skinned Puerto Rican
We know
whoever
that
too to
we
play the
know that
shit.
a lot of these niggas in
Yeah.
Hollywood is color struck. Come on now.
Sister Belazar said, "What I don't like about her is how she used that young man that was her son's friend. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. I don't care about her and will they're grown, but that young man is what I'm upset about. You know he's gay now, Sister Belazar. He has a boyfriend.
He
She
was
talking about
gay in the
August,
first
whatever
place.
his name is. Well,
He
he
was
was messing
friends
with
with their
Jada
son
little
who
boy
was gay.
still. He was messing with Jada little boy body. Okay. Tina McCoy said, I have nothing against Jada. It's a power dynamic. Will has the power and people will support him even if he's a piece of crap. Amen. I agree.
Tina,
And I
I'm
think
gonna
that's
give
why
you a
everybody was
high
mad.
to the screen. Because I've just seen people be so mad at Jada. Like I was like, God
She messed
damn.
up.
But yet we'll defend Bill Cosby.
But you know how you say that black people, women sometimes are obsessed, like we need a hero in our entertainers. Nobody wanted to hear nothing bad about Will. They just couldn't, he could show you they just didn't want to. You know what I mean? He probably thought he was gay when he was messing with you. That's what I'm saying. She got a
Super
little boy body. She
Dollar
don't got no
You
breasts.
see Super
She got
Dollar
no breasts,
comments?
no hips, no ass. That's why I say he probably thought he was gay when he was messing with Jada. She has like a teenage boy body.
Hey,
That's why
I'm
Will
gonna
picked
tell
her
you
too.
something. I just see here's my thing with that must be honest, and y'all work with me here. Y'all comment, please. But do we have these standards set really high for black people? Because I don't really know Jada. I really don't know Monique. I'm just saying I don't really know. I mean, I have opinions on, but do you think we just have these standards of black people because they're black? Like, is there a
What do
list
you
or a
mean? Standards
secret?
or expectations?
Both. I'm not even gonna
Okay, so
trivialize it. I'm just saying we be
expound on
acting
it a little
like
bit.
for instance, hold on, like when Dwayne Wade and his wife and they did with their son, people were invested like
Like we knew
these
them.
people
Okay,
live
got you.
next door. Like they live next door, and your 3-year-old grandchild may see him as a boy. I mean, like it was like the way we have these standards of black celebrities. We don't even know these damn people. R.
we
Kelly
make
was
them.
picking on
We make them
people,
hear.
and people thought because he wrote "I Believe I Can Fly" that somehow we must defend this man. Khadijah,
I'm telling you, because people do
people
not
start
want to
getting
accept
started in
the
this race.
real. People don't want to accept the real being of the people that they worship. We black people put stars on pedestals. We put entertainers. We act like entertainers are the leaders of morality and that they can
Yeah,
never do wrong. So that's why
yeah,
Bill Cosby was able to drug bitches for 40 years. That's why
yep,
Kelly can piss on people. Okay, that's why Will can break Jada's goddamn nose. I'm just being honest.
yes,
That's why Puffy got all
yeah,
these secret sex dungeons and shit,
yeah,
and turning out little boys and shit, because we do
yeah.
not ever want to see the bad in our entertainers because they have become our leaders and our standard quo of making it. So that's why people was on Jada. That's why Jada slept with a little boy. They don't want to do it. So they don't want to see the. We don't want to see it. We would rather believe our lying eyes. Because the shit is lying. We seen it. Everybody seen that tape of R. Kelly peeling that girl. Everybody seen the peeling that girl. And
You
we're
ain't
gonna
never
act like
lied, Tina.
that's not right. They mamas dropped them off to them. I don't give a fuck if I drop my child off at the skating ring. I ain't expecting the skating ring employee to piss on them. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me. And we act like we didn't all listen to R. Kelly songs where he talking about age.
Yeah,
Let me see ID before I go knee deep. Let me see your ID because I like them young. Let me just make sure you legal. Come on, y'all gotta listen to his lyrics. Aaron Hall, little nasty ass.
oh,
He
he's
talk about
crazy.
shit. His song about
He's
age.
crazy
We gotta
though.
stop acting like we didn't know and we don't see because we like them. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
that's why puppies. Come on, Tommy Mottola. I mean,
yeah,
not Tommy
yeah.
Mottola. What's the man? Clyde Davis. We act like we didn't know this was an old gay man in a fucking pimp suit, hanging with all these goddamn young rappers with their pants sagging underneath their ass, exposing their
You
butt
said
and they
Damien
dirty,
Good.
dingy ass boxers. Yeah, he hanging around all these fucking rappers with their pants sagging with
Oh,
their dirty boxers. Like, come on, he wanted that
oh
booty.
shit.
We know what that means.
Hey, Tina said these mofos couldn't give a damn about you. Hello. All the money that these people spend on smoking cigarettes or popping pills or drink, they could have bought up a whole block like Mike Epps and rehabbed it.
All the shit they spend on their jury. They
Yeah,
spend, they be having $500,000 around their neck. That could do a whole goddamn community, a whole block in Ohio, some goddamn where. Not in California,
yeah,
they ain't gonna get you
yeah,
shit.
definitely not
But
here. That could
you
get
can
you
go down
barely
there and
one house.
reverb a whole neighborhood. So yeah,
Mhm.
first of all, Sister Villas, I love you. First of all, we're not supposed to put them up on pedestals. That's man, they put their pants on one leg at a time. That's the same thing as ministers. We are not to do that. Sister Belazar, so yeah, that's real talk. He said he was the Pied
You're
Piper. He
right.
sure was a pissy Pied Piper. It starts at home. It really does, Kim. And
Yeah,
hit me offline, Kim. What grandson in the hospital? I hit you offline, Faith. Excuse me. Because they're selfish and they're not thinking of anyone else but themselves. Yep.
yeah. Oh, we got another one.
That shit is ugly too. Just a whole bunch of big chunky ass chains around your neck. Yeah. And no, and that shit, as soon as they leave out the shop, they don't even cost us. You can't pawn this shit and get the same price.
Yeah.
It
And,
depreciates.
and my thing, if
Stupid.
you knew how people had to dig for them damn diamonds, you know what I
That
mean?
part.
They always say poor people in America always oppress poor people in other places. And what they're talking about is that the need for cheap things. That shit has to come from somewhere. Ain't nobody here gonna work in a chop shop for 3 cents a day. Oh, you would if you were
Sure
in
the hell
prison.
ain't.
But other than that, who else is gonna do that?
Hmm.
Go ahead.
Back when he had Aaliyah and he wound up marrying her, necessarily came out. I said it then. He's making the bad for everybody. I remember that. He's sitting on the couch with a 15-year-old dressed alike, and we act like that shit was normal. He was in the basement at BET, wherever he was at, and they sitting on the couch. He a grown old man with facial hairs, and he's sitting with a 15-year-old, and they got on matching outfits. And when the producers start coming out on stage with the artist, why the hell are you even out here? We just act like that was normal. She's my best friend. You a whole grown ass
But
man. I wish some
you know
old
what,
cooler
Khadijah?
coochie girl would be a grown ass woman trying to be my son's friend, and she got old cooler coochie, and she talking about he's my best friend. If you don't get your old ass out of here, he is a teenager, and we just act like that was normal.
Yeah, yeah. But you know the other part, Khadijah, is
Mm-mm. This
sometimes
is
when people
very
are
good.
celebrities, they think they're not gonna get arrested. Look at all the NFL players
They're
and
above the
NBA
law.
players that been beating up their goddamn wives, and we gonna act like, well,
Mm-hmm.
they can hit that touchdown.
Yep.
They can hit that touchdown. Come
And
on,
they'll
man.
they'll overlook they'll overlook all that abuse because they beat his ass at that game, and that's money. So go ahead and put some makeup on and make sure her ass sitting in this on the front stand right here, front seat, so we can go ahead and get this endorsement. Stop playing. Sister Belazar said, and you can see how scared that girl was. Did you see how scared she was when she was sitting next to him? And that's why she always had her hair covering her eyes. She was afraid, and I blame her parents for nothing. She was very uncomfortable. She was very uncomfortable. So she was already knee deep in it. And their parents probably like, look, we got to come out the goddamn slums. They
Yeah,
pimped
they
their
think
daughter
about
out.
that
Let's
check.
just say it.
They thinking
It's a
about
pimp. They pimped their daughter
that
out.
check. Khadijah. Let's be honest. They thinking
Yep.
about the check. Okay, y'all may get mad at me on this one, but I gotta say it. I don't know why people are so damn mad at Beyonce and Jay-Z for speaking up for his wife. Like, why can't she get album of the year? This is the thing, y'all. I don't watch the Grammys. I watch clips that people send to me. But it was like we are such in the gutter sometimes, is that we'll be mad for a man defending his wife. Like, I don't give a fuck if she had 33 albums. I don't give a damn. She Y'all don't even understand the bigger picture, how they trying to act like every white woman that can go is better than Beyonce. Y'all, come on. Y'all may not like her. But look at all the goddamn. Every time she put an album out, it's like it just blows out the water. That she can't get album of the year. And they say, well, who is Jay-Z? Stop hating because he won the game. He's a retired drug dealer. Don't get mad because you didn't make it. Okay? Don't get mad because you did not retire with any of the money that you sold your dope on. Some of the stuff be straight jealousy. And I'll be like, why? Like, what's the purpose? Like,
The same,
I don't
the
understand. And
same
I'm not a big
people,
fan. I'm not a Go ahead, Sissy.
the same people that are very invested in Will and Jada lives are the same people that's mad at Jay Z for speaking up. It's the
Say it
people that
again,
really
Sissy.
think that the same people that have their opinion about Will and Jada are the same people mad at Jay Z. They think that they're part of that their opinion really matters to the celebrity world. It's the same. Me and you don't give a shit what he say. Go ahead and do your
I don't
thing.
really, yeah,
You
I didn't
know,
even
we
watch
don't
it.
care
I
if
didn't
Will and
watch it.
we don't care if Will and Jada have foursomes, fivesomes, and sixsomes because we don't give a shit. But some
I don't
people are
know it.
really invested in, and Jay Z got rich people problems. Y'all worry about her getting him speaking up for album of the year, and your baby daddy won't even speak up for your landlord to fix the leaking sink. You know, they got millionaire problems. I'm just being honest. You know, we got other shit going
Yeah,
on.
man.
We have to remove ourselves from celebrity business and come
Oh,
back to our
you
reality.
know what? You
Reality
so real,
TV has us
Khadijah.
thinking we're a part of it. No,
Yeah,
because reality
he
TV
does.
thinks that they have us thinking that we're because we have access to them on. This is my real talk. Wanda, shut up.
That's real
Listen,
talk.
y'all, because
Uh,
we can get into their personal life on social media, we feel like we fucking know these people. You
that's
know what I
true.
mean? Jay Z,
That's
first of all, he
true.
probably was on one of the Grammy boards or some shit, you know. So he probably know all side of inside shit while she's not getting it. And they're
Yes.
trying to push Taylor Swift as this white,
Yeah.
straight, blonde hair, blue eye. You know, the
NFL.
whole Super Bowl, they ain't even showing the fucking Chiefs. They showing her bony ass up in the stands, just looking like she don't know why she there. Like she like fucking plain mayonnaise. She just she's not on Beyonce's level. She don't give no goddamn concert performance like Beyonce. She
No.
doesn't have stage presence. She
No.
stands in one spot and sings like an old hippie from 1960s or some shit on the Partridge Family. She don't hit no goddamn note. She's nobody. But they have to. We always have a great white singer, y'all. Come on. We had Tina Marie back in the day with her whining ass. She whine when she sings. But they act like she can hold a note better than Patty. If y'all don't get the fuck out of here, she ain't
Yeah.
no Patty. She ain't on Shaka Khan level. She ain't, but we always have a white girl that we act like is just a great. So yeah, Jay-Z got up and said this shit. I thought it was funny, like, because Kanye, they dogged my boy when he got up and told her ass years back, like, bitch, Beyonce should have got that award. They act like Jay-Z and them silent nigga act like he was crazy. Beyonce, oh my God, because she was still trying to win over the white audience. So now she's won them over. But she was like, oh my God, get down, he's embarrassing. Bitch, he's speaking up for you.
That's why she came out with that country song. Y'all,
Yeah,
she
then
like,
Jay
okay,
Z
I'll
spit
try
the block and
country.
said the same shit. And you know they're saying they're not playing her on certain country stations because it's not country music. Yeah, they said they're not playing her. And they're like, you know what, little black girl, stay your ass over there. You keep being pop. They also reminded Beyonce she can light her skin up because she's gotten a lot lighter since when the Destiny's Child came out. We can't act like she ain't had something done. And her hair is getting lighter and lighter. But they're going to remind you you're a little black girl from Texas, Houston, Texas. So you can, you've been around for a long time. They've given you longevity in the game because the Grammys give you awards. The Grammy give awards to people that they want to stay around. Beyonce, you fit their imagery. Let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about colorism. Jasmine Sullivan is a way fucking better singer than her. Jill Scott is a
Yeah.
way better goddamn singer than her. K. Michelle is a way better singer than her. Who Lettucey is a way better singer than her. But Beyonce, you have that look, and that's why you where you are, and white people are reminding you of who the hell you are, who you are. They have to remind Jay-Z too. Okay, nigga, you got some money, but sit your ass down. She ain't getting album of the year. We done gave her 33 awards. And Jay-Z, you are a billionaire, nigga. Make the Beyoncés. Make that a new award show. Make the Beyonces. You don't even need these people no
And
goddamn
people will
more.
go
You
to
have
it. They will
arrived,
go
my
to it,
nigga.
Jay.
You have a Jay-Z, you have arrived, my nigga. You can make your own show. I'm gonna take it back to, what I'm saying,
That's
BK
true.
all day. You have arrived, my nigga. Make your own the fuck awards. Name after one of your kids. Go ahead. I'm sorry I had to get on there because I love the
No,
because she's getting her come around. You know,
I agree. I agree. I agree. I just
Taylor
here's my
Swift
thing,
could
Khadijah,
never.
and I agree
Whoever
with
said
everything you
that
said.
real talk,
I'm just
Taylor
saying,
Swift
I
could
just never
never.
seen so many. I agree. I just never seen so many black
They
people
hate.
be mad at a man for defending his wife. I just felt like y'all. I don't give a fuck if she had 125 awards. That's his right to say, "Hey, where my
Jealousy.
ladies album of the year?"
Jealous. It's jealousy. It's
Yeah,
jealousy, baby. Her man was defending her. Yo, fuck.
yeah.
Some people own daddy won't defend them. They own fucking brothers won't defend them. They uncles won't defend them. Let alone they baby daddies won't defend them. Their
Mhm.
husbands won't defend them. That's called jealousy. I like for black men people
That's
when they
true.
goddamn place about their woman. Stop playing with her.
I did too.
I loved
I
it.
did too. Me too, Khadijah.
Now, when
That's
they
all I'm
had the
saying. I
black
didn't even
awards, they
trip.
need to show. They need to show up for them and stop always not going. I bet you if they had the black awards, they would give out most of the awards to white people, so we can make them feel welcome. That's why I don't know. We on here. I'm 36 minutes. We going to 1:45. We gotta get out of here. But
Okay.
if you go put up the Asian people, we're mad at. We're talking about how the Asian culture is doing this hip
Uh,
hop, right? They
hold on,
they
let me
want
find
they
it.
got they over there acting like they in the fucking subway tunnels. You know what I mean? They over in Japan somewhere. High technology, but they act like
And
they
nigga
straight black
loved
people.
it.
Like yeah. And so, but we get mad at them, but we invite them to everything that we do that's black. So why are we mad when they become culture vultures? We allow them into everything. We allow every race into whatever we do. And then when they come over and they start imitating us and they get very good, and then the next hip hop rapper artist will be an Asian man and everybody mad because he's he sounded like a rapper that was out 20 years ago because they done studied his ass and
Yeah.
perfected it. And then we get mad, but we invite them to everything that we do. Make it make
No,
sense.
you
Let's read
right.
some of these comments. Um, let's see here. They don't want to be upset when Taylor and Kelsey break up. I think that's for. I swear, I think that's for publicity. I swear I do. Like, you can pull the thing up and I'll read the comments off my phone if you want. Um,
Okay.
it's sad that people
Okay.
waste so much money on materialistic BS that doesn't hold face value, hold value once sold. Some of us are definitely taught this, but me, I overspend on my kids because I want what I thought as a child. I never wanted that for my kids. In some ways, I regret it because I wish I would have put money up for them. I get it, Tasha. I mean, Tanya. And I think I did too. I was talking to my son about some of his birthday parties back in the day when he was like 4 or 5. We used to spend like a lot of money on the goddamn kid parties. I think about it. So the Belazar says now when they have the black award, they need to show up for them and stop always not going. True that. That girl's so bad they already got a dance off of the country song. They can't stop her. They can't stop her. No, so Beyonce been around for a couple of decades now, y'all. That girl. Okay, what else we got? That's it.
You go to Japan, people.
Okay. Yeah, so these are the rappers over in Japan, hip hop. They talking about what has hip hop done to Japan. First of all, nobody told them to imitate us, so we ain't do shit to them. They're imitating what we do. But look at they swag, got they dance moves. Look at them. What they know about that? What who's some culture vultures?
But the crazy part is the deep niggas gonna be like, yeah, we taking over the world. They don't go get loans from the bank dressed like that.
They sure the
This is
fuck
shit they
don't.
do to have
That's
fun. You know what I
they are
mean? This is
entertaining.
not their culture. Yeah. They're not
They are
building, they don't have
entertaining.
Japantown because they jumping around like this on the subway. For real. We all like, yeah, we taking
Oh,
over. Dude, they playing you like a fiddle. You like a kickball that they like to play. You're tetherball. But you're not, that's not their culture. In their
show
culture,
the
they
hell ain't.
own stuff. They build whole neighborhoods and community and have banks and supermarkets and stores where they get to speak their own languages. Look at what you got.
Man.
Where is your bank?
We
You
have
got
hip
one black bank
we
in
have
LA
hip hop in Japan. You said what do they have? They have
that you
hip
don't
hop in
own.
Japan.
Tell me, are they killing each other up in the name of hip hop? Are their MCs gang banging against each other and killing each other in the name of hip hop and the culture?
Hmm.
I think not,
Real talk.
because this is a phase, kind of like you know, kind of like a phase when you're learning to walk. It's a phase. They know you can't really bank on that. See, what I noticed about some of
Sure
their
hell
stories,
can't.
and I watch they soap operas a little bit, the highest person in their thing is usually somebody that's in their deep in their culture and he wears traditional clothes.
Hmm.
Did y'all know that? They respect the highest in them. So that while
Okay.
they over here playing in the niggerdom, because that's the niggerdom. Let me show y'all the niggerdom one more time. Did y'all? I don't think y'all understand what the niggerdom looks like, but this is the niggerdom. I gotta find the shit. Hold on. This the niggerdom.
Uh-oh. Dun dun
And for
dun
some reason,
dun.
yeah, for some reason, we just think that because somebody emulates you, that they like you. They don't like you.
That is a compliment.
This is the shit they do for fun. This is for fun, family. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Will somebody come take a look at this? Look at this.
Look
Look
at
at
they
the dance
move.
move. When they dance like that. Yeah.
They don't. Oh, why?
Y'all sit here and
Just
study
like the
black people all day
Jabberwockies.
long. Yeah. All they gonna do is make some
Jabberwocky
is
just
look at
took the
and
whole
look at your t-shirt. Huh?
I said the
Look at
Jabberwockies.
this
I can't
shit.
remember the little dance show they was on, but they didn't do shit but just do isolations, no footwork, and they had on masks, and they was in everybody videos everywhere. It's like y'all, they're not doing shit. Sister Belazar said everybody copies off the black folks. Nobody's going to take it to the max. They just emulate, but ask them if they want to be black. Watch what them answers are. They always want to do us, but they don't want to be us. Sure the hell don't. That is so true.
And I'm
They
gonna tell
don't.
you this. In their culture, they rather see their kids dead than to be you. Because you're not gonna
They gonna
embarrass
live.
them. You're not gonna embarrass them.
Yeah, they have honor and respect. Yeah,
They sure the
and
hell
that's not
do.
a reputable. Yeah, and that's not an honorable profession to be no damn rap artist with your pants
No.
sagging and big coats on. They don't play that. They don't play that.
I mean, look at
Yep.
these fools. Look at this shit. Will somebody come take a look at this? Look at this shit. Jay-Z should probably say something, but no, don't say no. Don't give them no clout. Just let them go
Don't
away.
give them no
And I
attention.
also
Yeah.
find that I always find that niggas who celebrate this, they usually ain't doing shit.
That
Niggas
part.
like, look at this, y'all. Look at us. Ask this nigga where his supermarket at. Come on,
Hmm.
black man, black woman.
We used to have honor and respect, and yes, and dignity. Now all that's off the window. I don't even know if kids know what dignity mean. That might be a good question for some of your classes. Ask them what does dignity mean to them and see what they say. They're gonna be like, what is that, Miss Rowe? And tell them don't look on their phones either. Get that. Don't look. Get no definition. Because
You
kids
sound
will
just
Google some
like
shit
this.
in a minute.
What is that? What is that?
I
You
know, I know. I work with kids
you
all the time. They before while you asking some shit, they on their phone googling. Nope, put your phone down. I want to know what does dignity mean to you, and
yeah.
they won't be able to tell you. I don't even think older people know what dignity is. When I see people 40 plus and they always taking a picture, looking over their shoulder to show their fat ass, that's no dignity. I don't even know if older people know that they don't have dignity. In fact, before you ask the question, collect all their phones. Exactly. I bet you they won't know. We don't have any dignity anymore. That's how people can go outside with bonnets on and house shoes. And they
Yeah.
can go outside without washing their face or brushing their teeth or getting
But
dressed. They
that's
have
their
zero goddamn dignity.
culture, baby. That's their
Yeah,
culture.
it's a horrible culture. It's a bummy ratchet culture. Yep. So I definitely
Like
you get on my
they
last
have the
nerves.
father of your children play video games all day while your ass is working double shifts. That's your culture. And I hate people who don't do what I do, but they pay all the bills. But okay,
You
I
hate
digress.
people.
Okay, did you know what I
And
said? I
some
digress.
people's culture is they hate people who don't agree with their decisions of their ratchet
Yeah,
culture. They get
instead of
mad. You,
just
you
staying
think
in
you're
the lane,
perfect.
yeah,
You think you're
go move to the
perfect.
Rocky Mountains. Matter of fact, go move to Cuba, where if you don't work, you don't eat. I don't know no people in Cuba that's playing video games while they woman out working. Because in Cuba, if you don't work, you don't eat. Even the people
Tanya,
who,
awesome question. Sister
yeah,
Belzar, stop with the
go ahead.
excuses. Sister Tanya said a lot of them use the hip hop to build fan base and cross back over to their people. Examples, you said their names earlier: Jennifer Lopez, Post Malone, and Mariah Carey, to name a few. You ain't never lied. Yep,
Wait a
so
minute,
true.
Mariah's black. That's what I was told.
No, she ain't. Mariah ain't never
I'm
been
being
black.
sarcastic, y'all. I'm
When
being
she came out, I
sarcastic.
know
I
when she
just,
came out with that Vision of Love, because she could do a couple of riffs. Vision of Love. She talking about she had a black. I have yet to see a black parent. She had a man that was dating her mama, but I don't think that was her daddy. Like Mariah, sit down.
everybody. See, we done made it so everybody can be black.
Or of color.
The only way I'm gonna know you is black, you get pulled by the police. Let me see how you proceed. That's the test.
Sister Belisar, that's fact. And she doesn't act like it, like it. She does not act like she's black. In fact, she's ashamed of exactly. Girl, Mariah, go sit down.
I don't even
Go sit
think she
down. You knew
black.
she was I knew she was slow when she had a baby with Nick Cannon broke ass, and you was married to Tommy Mottola, somebody. How did you go from him to Nick Cannon? Girl, sit down,
Your baby's a
Mariah.
part of the clan.
You and them big
Your
ears.
baby's a part of the clan. Your, your baby's part of the clan.
Yeah, go sit down. Please sit down.
I tell you one
Nick
thing,
Cannon got a whole goddamn
he was so
basketball team.
powerful. Did he bow down to them Jews?
He
Of
sure the hell
course he
did.
did. Stand on your truth, black man. Act like the Jews is a black man on the street corner. Run up.
Nick Cannon been weird.
because you know they ain't.
He been weird
They cancel your show. See all that power?
in
Very
a
powerful.
heartbeat.
Nigga, please.
Mhm.
All right, we gotta get out of here. It's just been we done been on this
We
shit.
do. Thank y'all for tuning in. It was a pleasure.
Hey,
Um,
I dressed up for
Tanya,
y'all
I got
today.
your charger. Tanya, I've got your charger in my glove box. So you anytime you want to meet somewhere, we could just meet. I don't go, you don't gotta come to the office.
Wait,
Before
what?
we go, I'm asking everyone to please. I'm about to read it. I'm
Okay,
about to read it.
okay.
Before we go, I'm asking everyone to please pray for Sparkman family. My daughter's sister Chastity was killed on Wednesday at Greenhaven Shopping Center by her husband and new girlfriend. They're on the run and she leaves behind two children. Praying for her. I saw that on the news. Tiffany, I saw that on the news. My heart out to her.
Oh,
It was on in the Nugget parking lot, I think. I am so
that is
sorry.
black
So
femicide,
sorry.
by the way. That's black femicide.
Hmm.
Every 5.5 hours, a black woman or girl is killed by a black man or boy. That's a fact. There ain't no white supremacy. That's what we're doing in our communities. The fact that you would kill this woman like this, that's man. Please
We
get
love
their
you. And the
gift and
fact
they
that a woman and the fact that a woman would assist and kill another woman. What the fuck is wrong with us? What the fact that you were telling me we love you too? Who would do that? Ladies, we need to discuss about the little girl that was doing the waxing of the JJs. Oh, the mom was totally out of line. Real quick before we go,
what
we get
happened?
five
I
more
don't know
minutes.
about that.
So the mom owns a waxing bar or whatever the hell where she does bikini waxes. She said she was passing. She was definitely going to pass a business. She had a little girl. I think she was like 4 or 5 with waxing a grown lady's vagina. She had but the lady girl between her legs. So CPS got involved, and she talking about she did 24
Yes.
clients a day. She made 700 and some dollars. Like you got your daughter between somebody goddamn legs waxing lady. Yeah, everybody shouldn't be your mother.
What woman would let a little girl do that? See, y'all, this shit is ridiculous.
She was 8.
And the family's helping
If
them on
they
the run.
Tiffany,
We need
Tiffany,
pictures.
if you have any pictures, because I run the crime page on Facebook and we are attached to a lot of different people, please send me the picture so I can put it on my personal page as well as the crime page. Um, because we work with Crime Stoppers. We're trying to get people like them off the street. And I had my bonus son was killed in 2021, and people helped hide one of the shooters in an abandoned house off of 44th. So it's a lot of cowards out here that don't respect life. So please share that with me if you have any pictures, any information, so we can get this shit out there and put around because they need to go under. They took somebody's mother from them, so
Yeah,
they need to go under. We need to get them ASAP before they kill somebody else. So please, if you have it, please share it with
yeah.
me. You can
I also
inbox me.
think that's why Sister Belisar said the sister was 8. I don't care if she was 10, but I get you. Thank you, Sister Belisar. But that's why they
No,
have
she was just telling me
child
her age,
labor
and I said
law.
I think it was
Yeah, they
no,
have
because I said
child.
she the
I
one
get
that
you.
said she the one
I
that said bring it up. I just didn't know the correct age.
No, 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 that's okay. All I'm saying, there are child labor law codes. So she was supposed to have a little girl working at all.
Out of pocket. And it's
You see what I'm
different than your
saying?
child working in the front of your store serving a donut than waxing somebody coochie hairs. What is wrong with that mama? What is wrong with you? You supposed to be teaching her 8-year-olds with private parts off, and nobody should be by your private parts, not shaving somebody private, waxing somebody private parts. I
You
got
know,
you, Tanya. I will.
you know what the funny thing is the fact that she talks about how much money she made today. Now we know how Leah parents felt. Now we know how the
That part.
people who Michael Jackson screwed felt. Because people are always selling their children.
Usher mama, Usher mama,
Yeah,
let him go live with puppy. And what nasty ass woman will lay there and allow that child to go between her legs to
that's
do
what
that
I
kind of
said.
shit? I'm sick of these trifling ass women. Yeah, disgusting,
That's what I said.
disgusting.
I'm like, what the fuck? Where this little girl? Girl, you back going in there? Well, why would you lay up?
The lady got her legs spread wide open, y'all, like a goalpost.
And they should also go ahead and
And a
arrest
little,
all the people who let them wax her. They let the little girl wax her. Let's go
yeah,
pick their ass up. That's pedophilia.
it's exactly what it is.
And put that shit on your record. I bet you'd never get that shit waxed again. Why
I'm
would
not
you let a
laughing.
little child? Who called
Damn,
CPS?
Wanda.
Who called CPS? They need to
Somebody,
fix your dinner. Where they at?
somebody show did call
Bring them
CPS,
out. Bring them out.
and the mom has a case
Shit.
now.
That's right. They should never let her
Goodness.
wax another person's ass again. She should go to work in the shit yard, shoveling shit. That's like, cause she's a piece of shit. I can't stand adults like that. Then this girl
Exactly.
gonna be
Every
in my
one of them
class
should
on
be
counseling.
arrested. That
Yes,
part. Every one of them should
that's
be arrested. That is
ridiculous.
child molestation.
How you let
And that's yeah,
somebody?
that is
That's wrong. Were they in Sacramento?
No, I don't think so.
They should shut their
And she
ass
wasn't in
down.
Sacramento because it would have been an activist out there.
Trying to get his ball shaved.
So we, yeah, oh my God. So,
It ain't funny.
sorry, y'all.
That
My
shit make
sister
me
be on
upset.
one. I'm so
No, for
sorry.
real, because I think that
That's
shit is
funny. Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy, y'all.
Tiffany,
That's
I
the
said the
that's
same thing. Not only are you doing it, but you're going to make a video and post it. Like, that's why social media has people going fucking crazy. People put everything on social media.
well, they're gonna charge the mom
We
too
had
with
a
some
senior
kind of
we
molestation
had a
shit too.
senior citizen in our family go live on the situation. Everybody put shit on social media. I don't understand it.
And that
I let
shit
people see
never
what I
goes
want them to
away. It
see.
never goes away.
Yeah, it's uh, yeah. Social media, it's ruining.
But
It's
thank
social media
God.
is crazy.
Because the fact that she felt so comfortable mean there's something wrong with her even showing some shit like that.
That's so true.
So I'm
That's
glad
so
she
true.
showed us we can rest her sick ass. Because there's gonna be some more shit to come out about this person. I'm willing to bet you.
Hmm.
Because she was too comfortable
Hmm.
with it. Then
Disgusting.
I hope she go to jail and somebody beat her ass. I'm always down with the beat down. These
Oh,
beat downs are good.
y'all.
Little nasty ass. And then for those
Thank
people,
y'all.
we
Oh,
gonna find your ass. We are going to find you. That is black
yeah,
femicide.
Tiffany.
That is black
Yes.
femicide. Shit.
Yeah.
That shit make me mad. How you
And
gonna
that's
kill somebody?
and
You know, who the fuck
and
is
that
you?
hit and that touched our family a couple of years ago when my cousin's daughter was murdered by her boyfriend that she had broke up with and
In
killed her
front
right
of her
outside
door.
the back of her job.
Yeah.
Yeah, in front of her job.
Yeah, in front of her job. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So it's she had just dropped daughter off. It's just it's
Do we
if you guys
redeem?
find it, send it to me. I
Do
definitely
we
will.
redeem these two people? See, that's why the shit sounds different when it ain't in your family. We could do that
Can
far
they
away
repent?
shit, redeeming bullshit. But when it hit your
And can
family,
they repent?
yeah, it's that
Yep.
bullshit. That's why nobody take nothing we say serious sometimes as a people because we can't even control our own criminals. We act like we attached to these damn people.
And I'm
That
gonna
was
be honest,
a problem.
I'm not to the point where people, when my bonus son was killed and we had to do the victim statements, people would get up and say, I forgive you. And I ain't there. I can't forgive somebody who took a life of someone I will never see again for no because he got custody of his daughter. I can't. There's no forgiving to be done because this black business owner of three businesses about to open the fourth was gunned down in front of his business because he had one custody of his daughter. We have so many absent black fathers, and this is one very active one that went through court to
Yep,
fight for his daughter and get gunned down. And then people say, I forgive you. Bitch, I don't forgive you. I don't think I'll ever forgive you. I hope your soul burn in hell. I hope somebody fuck you really hard in jail. I hope something horrible happens to you. I hope somebody guts you out. I don't forgive you. I think you are a coward. I think the woman who set it up is a coward. I hope she get her day too. Any woman that have her child's father killed, an active father, is a low
yep,
down dirty bitch. And I
yep.
hope you get your day. Cause it's coming. Every dog got their day. And good dogs got too. You're a very good dog, bitch. You're gonna have your day as well.
And
So
her
I don't mean
mama
to get off
too.
here, but Tiffany, please send me that. Cause we got it. That took that baby. They took a mother from her two children. So
That's
please send me
sad.
that.
That's really
And the
sad.
girlfriend gonna turn him in because this bitch will be next. She don't
She probably
understand it now.
she could choke her ass out.
Yeah, she'll
Like, why
understand
you
it.
let
That comes from
me
pain.
blame the
But
mom? Why
everybody
you
don't feel that way.
blame the girl for why you let me do that? Because that's all y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna somehow blame
Yeah,
her alone for his
they're gonna
actions.
they're gonna tell it.
Now
She
tell me
gonna
I'm
yeah.
lying. We gonna be like, why you didn't stop him? Why you didn't? No, he did this free will. Y'all stop. Stop with the
Because
bullshit.
people can't let
Stop
go.
it.
I
Yeah.
I know we
You
got to
ain't
get out of
supposed to
here, but
let go.
we really have to delve into deep dive into these emotional ass males who can't just say bye. This shit is ridiculous. Like it is these
Yeah.
childish emotional
Every
ass
five and
males
a half hours.
that are just killing people because somebody don't want to be with your ass no more. Like my husband had to tell me, like, babe, watch something else because I literally be watching viral crimes.
Yeah.
Black girl unlost. I'll be watching because it just devastates me. And I'm talking about from teenagers 15 years old to fucking older women 60 to 70 getting taken out by their mates or their sons or just black
Ridiculous.
men in their family.
Ridiculous.
Like it's crazy. I probably watch about a good maybe 3 hours a day watching that. I'm not even gonna lie.
Hmm.
Because all the little things are like 20, 30 minutes.
Wow.
I could easily do a good 3 hours and not even know, in between time. It's just twisted crimes, viral crimes, black girl unlost. There's so many things, y'all. Just check it out. It's just sad. It's sad.
And it's really a testament to what are we doing too, that we've created. Who nurtured these men to be this way?
Yeah.
Who said that you own me and you could just go and kill me and black people gonna sit there and act like it's white supremacy? Where they do that at?
Mm. Because I don't remember us taking each other out on the plantation. I've never read a
Me
book
either.
about that.
Me either. That's why it don't come
I've
from
never
slavery.
read a book
Me
where
either.
I never read a book where a slave killed his wife because she was looking at the hens. I've never heard no shit about never heard that on the
Because it didn't
plantation.
happen like that,
When
Khadijah.
we say it comes from slavery,
That's
I've
the
never seen that.
that's the excuses that niggas want to take because they don't want to take responsibility for the shit that they created. So
Lack of
everything,
accountability.
my thing is, I can't work with a nigga who ain't got no accountability.
That
I'm
part.
not
Can't do
protecting
nothing.
you. I don't care if the white man come and string you up tomorrow. I don't give a damn. Fuck, I'm fighting for
And you
you
can't
for.
do
You
shit
up
with
there
a liar
murdering
and a
us.
thief.
Yeah. But that's something sick in our psyche. And then we want to blame the shit on white people because we don't want to fess up that some of us are supporters of killers and pedophiles and rapists and schemers and scammers.
Sister Bellassar said, it's those damn excuses again. Stop with the damn excuses.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because
I agree.
you know somebody gonna say that. You already know that. You already know.
And they probably going to dive into his background that he come from this and he come from that and he was a victim of this and he who gives a fuck? Nobody cares.
Go join the
Nobody
military.
cares.
Go
Yeah,
fight
to
some
be able
people
to
who really
kill.
believe in a lie and blow themselves up with you in it. Go over there. Go be crazy over
That
there.
part.
Because
Hmm.
I bet you that nigga want to live while he takes somebody else's life. We take each other's life. It's like eating a piece of chicken. Don't even mean shit.
This taking somebody's life is like shitting in the toilet. We just flush it away like it don't mean nothing. It's like
Yeah,
taking a shit.
that's so
The
true,
body
Khadijah.
drops, so do our turds, and then we flush that shit away. Chicken is too. We
That's
give
sad.
chicken attention. We put hot sauce on the shit. We fry it hard. We might bake it. We barbecue. Chicken gets a lot of
You
attention.
right.
Dead, we
You
like
right.
shit in the toilet when we kill somebody. We flush that shit away like it never happened. Like after they show, I seen
You
it on
right.
the news. We probably won't even see it again. That's the sad part. They won't be
Yeah.
hot on the news like where these people at, where they at, where they at. We probably won't even hear it again, and that's the saddest fucking part. Then we'll have another death, a black woman getting killed, and
Niggas
then
will move
that'll
on to
make the
that.
news again. And where the activists at for that? They must not have been the storyline y'all was looking
It
for, because
ain't
this
been
should
no
have
white
y'all in
man
an
or no cop.
uproar. Yeah,
It
that
got to
shit
be a
is
white man or
crazy.
a cop. Yeah.
That's shit is
Then Black
ridiculous.
Lives Matter because we want it to matter to white people, but Black lives don't matter to Black people. I get it.
Black Lives, yeah, that part, that part. And
That's
Tiffany,
all
once
right.
again, my condolences to you on the passing of your cousin.
Yes.
Um, prayers up for her children. Prayers up
Yes.
for her children, and yeah, please just make sure you inbox me when you get the pictures or whatever they did, so we can put this out there.
Yes.
I want to thank y'all for staying here with us for dang near 2 hours. We're at the minute and 59. We're about to hit 2 hours. So we appreciate y'all tuning in with us. We're gonna probably
Yes.
do this show maybe 5:30, like a good time because we're still getting off at a pretty decent hour. So we'll try to come
Yeah.
early again. And if there are any current topics or anything that you all come across, just inbox it to us, either one of us, and we will definitely bring it up on the show. You know how that go. And then Tanya, yeah, just let me know when you want to get your try. I had the charges since February 1st. So let me know. Everybody, do something special for yourself because you deserve it.